what is best for business.
What? Yes! Yes!
What? Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out! Watch out!
More.
What? Viva la raza!
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome to episode 13 of Under the Ring, the podcast that will tell you what you want to know, what you need to know, and hope to know about the WWE. We'll give you news, theories, and predictions to Raws and pay-per-views, past and present. You can follow us on Twitter at Under the Ring 1, on Facebook at Under the Ring Radio, and on the YouTube at Under the Ring Radio. I'm your host, Gasper, alongside Matt.
What's up?
That's right, he's back.
Yep.
And Vinny.
Hello.
And Dan.
Hello.
All right. So, Raw. We're starting this off, right? We're going to do Raw first, guys?
Absolutely.
Is it a thing?
Sure, why not?
Raw's a thing. The Authority comes out. Haven't seen them in a while.
You sound unhappy.
2 weeks. I don't know. I mean,
weeks. Oh,
how long can
I
you
guess.
have a talking... I feel like that went on forever.
It did.
Yeah, but it led to great things. Or potential great things. I don't want to jump the gun.
It was
but
putting
potential
over
great
like
You're
5
fucking jumping the
feuds.
gun right now.
I know,
All right,
but
well,
potential
continue.
great things.
Oh, I mean, they just came out bashing the fucking Broncos, if you want to go with that.
Yeah,
Broncos.
Broncos.
You mean the
Are we-
Patriots?
are we-
I mean, I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
the Seahawks.
It was basically like, hey, our team made the playoffs. Here's
Oh, yeah, I
we
forgot
won
that
the
part.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl,
yeah,
this and that. Come on, guys, I'm not that drunk yet.
Oh,
Yet.
Get there.
Yes, Daddy.
That's the show up,
They're saying that how Roman Reigns doesn't deserve to win the Royal Rumble, which I didn't see coming, but like once after the whole Blizzard shit.
But when they came out and at the end of the Rumble and we're like, what are you doing here to the Rocks? You knew
Yeah.
that's what
I
team
guess. Do you think that's just their way of like saving their own asses? Like if the crowd doesn't do well with this, we can
Well,
do
it's
this?
actually the first time that they're actually listening, because they say they listen, but then they don't listen.
But they listened last year.
No.
Yes and no. I mean,
But that was that one time with Daniel Bryan. Like, this time they actually, like, oh, you don't like the Royal Rumble winner? We're going to, like, do a curveball and...
potential curveball.
Potential-
It's
potential
nothing's
curveball.
definite yet.
Yeah, well, I
It's
mean,
a tease, in my opinion.
You think so?
It's a tease,
It's a
but
tease.
At least it's a good tease.
I hope to God it's not, but you know, we'll take what we can get.
I just like that the main event was made.
Oh, that
Daniel
was,
Bryan versus Seth Rollins. Winner goes on
yeah.
to face
That was great.
Roman Reigns at Fastlane, and the winner of that match goes on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Which made Fastlane actually...
a little more important,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you
Yes.
know the outcome of it.
Yes.
You know Roman Reigns is coming on top.
Yes.
There's no way Daniel Bryan's going
That
to win.
sounded a little gross, but well,
Listen, man.
We could all dream that they'll give it to Daniel Bryan and make it the David versus Goliath.
Spoiler alert,
Royal
Daniel
Rumble.
Bryan won the main event.
Yeah, sorry.
wow.
Yeah. The show's over. Thanks for listening. You can follow Chucky.
That's all I need to know.
Fuck.
All right.
And this is live on
Seriously.
Mixlr.com/Under the Ring.
Mixler.
Mixlr. That's
Mixlr.
MIXLR
Sir,
/
Sir Mix-Alert.
Under the Ring.
No, sir.
Sir
No,
Mix-a-Lot.
sir. Don't confuse people.
This
Sir
is,
Mix-a-Lot,
this
you
is
know?
a new thing. We're trying it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we're still probably going to go with it.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
You know whoever... We're retracting our statement for Daniel Bryan winning tonight.
Sorry.
Whoever wins to go on to face Roman Reigns is going to lose at Fastlane.
You don't know that 100%.
Yes.
I'm 100%
Yes.
like all in on this. If this was a poker game and I had millions, I'd go all in.
Oh, you don't like Reigns? Well, let's have him beat one of your favorite guys on pay-per-view. Fuck you. That's what it is.
I don't know.
The only thing that, like, okay, Daniel Bryan won. The only thing that I could see happening is Daniel Bryan at the end of the match shaking Roman Reigns' hand, saying, "Hey guys, he's okay. Let him go."
No.
I don't even see. I don't see. I see Daniel Bryan maybe
Well, wait.
turning heel on this one and
No,
attacking.
I see Roman Reigns turning heel if he loses.
I don't know.
Yeah, because now that Lesnar is somewhat of a face, because every time he destroys someone that, you
Well,
know...
what? I mean, if we get back to
Patriot.
the segment where they're in the ring, the stupidest part where I still don't understand, I've been thinking for, 26 hours now, I've been thinking about this. Why does Triple H care that Daniel Bryan was stripped of the title and he deserves a shot? That has no logic. There is no sense there.
That's what
All they want to do is hold him down. He's a B-plus
Welcome
player.
to the WWE.
Why wouldn't Seth
Everybody's
Rollins just
and
get the
points
match
don't
versus
matter.
Roman Reigns at Fastlane, and that's it?
But that's why I think that they might realize that, oh boy, we really fucked up 2 years in a row at the Royal Rumble. We got to fix this because WrestleMania is the biggest one. They want the money from it.
But storyline-wise, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree 100%.
Why would they want to put Daniel Bryan, give him an opportunity to get in the main event?
Which is why I think that Daniel Bryan actually has a shot at beating Roman Reigns.
I think so.
It's the fact that they want
I mean, a shot. A
shot.
shot is a
Yeah, but at the
small
same
amount.
time, though,
Unless they
everyone.
swerve the fuck out of us, and it's just like, oh, Daniel Bryan wins, and we're like, oh,
I
my
think
God.
they might give it to him because why else would they go through all this nonsense?
I don't know.
And especially breaking storyline, like Dan said. You were breaking the storyline of saying, we are going to hold him back. He's not good enough to headline WrestleMania. But we're going to give him an opportunity. The only thing I can think of logically
They gave him
is
opportunities last year. They gave him.
after he occupied Raw, they gave him the opportunity to face Triple H and then do the triple threat match.
Well, like I said, they got
this
Mick
is-
Occupied
Fastlane.
Chicago.
I think
it was just because they realized that there would be no face. They can't have a bad Batista face a bad Randy Orton at WrestleMania.
I kind of agree. Yeah.
Plus-
Roman Reigns
What
is
else?
still a face, and he gets
Plus-
cheered in certain arenas.
What else are they going to do with Daniel Bryan right now? I mean, are
That's a
they?
good point.
And,
That
and,
is
you
a good
know,
point.
if they're
You
really
know what
smart,
they're going to do? Someone's going to interfere in the match, cost Daniel Bryan the match, and that's your WrestleMania opponent right there. Takes the
Potentially.
heat away from
You're
Roman
right.
Reigns. So it's not like Roman Reigns pinned Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan got screwed by this guy, so we're going to boo that guy. That's the heel.
yeah, but
you know?
people still going to
Dolph
do Roman Reigns.
Ziggler.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, I guess.
Nah,
But
I hope not. I really.
that's the rumors online, but it's. I don't understand why you would turn him heel. I mean,
It's really hard to turn even Dolph Ziggler heel anyway, though. The fans love him when he's a heel. They
Yeah.
love him when he's a face.
I mean, if he screws Daniel Bryan, he'll get some boost.
A lot.
Yes, he will.
He would get a lot of.
Yeah, he really would.
He would. That's like the one thing he can do wrong.
Exactly. So that's why it's the perfect thing that I think will happen. But
Whatever. Continue.
We will continue on to Roman Reigns versus the Big Show.
Who's Regions versus Big Show?
Listen, I was half asleep when I typed
Roman
this.
Regions.
Which
versus
means
Roman
Big
Regions.
Show.
5
Big
seconds
Show.
ago you did this and we saw.
Regions.
No,
Liar.
I wish, but no, I literally typed this morning when I got home from work.
You know, I'm not gonna say. it.
So I didn't.
Did
spell-
Vinny mispronounce? Did Vinny just read it wrong?
no,
or is it
nothing
just
he did
wrong?
wrong.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's
The
me.
authority,
Fuck me, right?
The authority
Alright.
porno? What is this? What is this?
Runs out for the
It's
show.
promo,
Well,
There's porn in this?
guys. Hello.
I hope it's in the Paige Alicia Fox segment.
Let me review it.
Okay, that
That
Big Show I put as one word. Are you kidding me?
But who's Regions?
All right, listen. I'm not perfect.
You're not?
The world isn't perfect.
Oh.
Neither am I.
I disagree.
Roman Reigns versus the Big Show. Dan, you brought up a great point tonight at dinner. I guess you want to call it dinner, or we were just getting drunk.
I would say a lot of beer.
Yeah, a lot of beer and wings.
A classy dinner full of wings and Bud Light.
Sure.
I mean Miller Lite, whatever. What was that point?
Roman Reigns got pinned.
Roman Reigns, yes, Roman Reigns got pinned for the first time on WWE television. It was the first time.
Holy shit.
First time pinned. And yes, it's official. I looked it up. That's crazy.
Where'd you get that stat?
Against the
Yeah,
fucking
would you
Big
find
Show.
that? Yeah.
I saw it online. But
It's the Big Show. Like,
Has
why
to
would,
be true.
Why would they give
Why would they have never said he was undefeated? Like, well, I guess.
not undefeated?
He's lost
He's
so many
lost
times.
as the Shield.
but he never was pinned.
Really?
That's
Yes.
shocking.
I think he tapped out before though.
I'm sure he did.
He never was pinned though. It was the first time that he was pinned. It's just
Sorry.
Andy.
it's crazy that would happen like a week and a day after the guy wins the Rumble the first time he gets pinned.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. I mean, regardless of the stat, it was just, you know, you put him over for his big match, you set him up for a big match, and now he just gets pinned by the Big Show.
Well, there's interference.
Who's been dominant.
Yeah.
But I
he's
don't
been
like that he goes
dominating.
down with a choke slam. Is that Big Show's finisher again? Is he
Sure.
going back to the choke
Well,
slam?
I don't know if it's the choke slam, it's the the KO punch, whatever he wants to call it now, the weapon of mass destruction. whatever
Yeah,
it's
but
called.
where was that? Why didn't he use that? He went, I like the choke slam. I mean, he can't really do it right anymore, but
It was just
He's not what he used to be.
boring ass match with a lot of interference, but it was a good setup match. We'll put it that way.
yeah, I didn't really enjoy it, and that's going to be a theme with the first
The
like
only
2
thing
hours
that bothers
of
me
wrestling
about
on the
this
show.
match is it's not the feud-ending match.
No.
No.
and everyone was expecting to see this match at Fastlane. But
What
the fuck is Fastlane?
what is Big Show gonna do with his life?
Retire?
Join a battle royal
Yeah.
at WrestleMania and get
You know,
eliminated
I
the same way again
I wouldn't mind.
by Ryback?
I wouldn't mind seeing him as a commentator, a heel commentator, on
He's actually good.
SmackDown or
He's-
like a main event type
Yeah.
thing.
No, he's
Wait.
actually good on the mic. I have to say.
I liked him a couple. Weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
been
you
better
keep
on the
him on
mic,
the
but
pre-show.
I'm just saying, like, this. I
I
don't
think
know.
you keep him on the pre-show.
He definitely needs to stop wrestling. That's all.
Yeah,
we can
absolutely.
agree
So
on.
does Kane.
Which, when we get to the interview with Triple H, we'll have a lot to say on that one. If anyone remembers Triple H's comments about Kane,
Oh. Yeah. I heard
we'll
it.
talk about that.
Sure. We'll move on.
Tease.
Curtis Axel comes out. Woo! This last week.
This is
The man was pissed, and let me tell you, if this continues to be something like as a character for Curtis Axel, how he thinks everyone's out to get him, this and that, like, I love it. There's nothing else in the WWE like this. Name me one character who has a persona as this could be. Does that make sense?
what?
No.
What do you mean, like a guy who's just paranoid that everyone's out to get
No,
him?
not
It's
even that.
conspiracy
Just a
theories?
character. Just
That
a
was
character.
R-Truth, like a
You
year
look at
or two
Roman
ago.
Reigns. What character
I was
does he
going to
have?
say CM Punk had that.
What does Roman Reigns have right now? He doesn't have. He's
Nothing.
lacking character. Daniel
acting
Bryan, I hate to
skills?
say it, as much as I love him, he's lacking. He's lacking character.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, kind of. I
He
mean,
has-
He's
No,
Seth Rollins
Seth
has a good
Rollins-
character.
no,
He's
Seth
a
Rollins is
good
a good character.
I'm just saying,
You're
this
wrong
is what
on
they
him.
need to do now. The mid card needs to have characters.
I don't even put Curtis Axel on the
We're gonna
mid
get
card.
what? They're gonna get squashed every match?
What do you think?
No, I'm
low
just
card
saying
you're going
He's
for?
he's a
You could do anything with
superstar
Curtis
main
Axel.
event wrestler.
He was
I
just
mean,
on NXT like 2 weeks ago, I think. I mean,
he's
What I mean,
Is
come
he
on,
really a
he
main event
cut
guy? No.
that promo we cut.
he doesn't
Pretty
deserve
decent.
anything, and it was shown that he doesn't because another guy who means more came out and just threw him over the top rope. That was just
Yeah,
to
like-
troll the internet. All the internet people. Curtis Axel won the Royal Rumble. and all
Curtis
that shit.
Axel himself said that.
They love fucking with the internet people. They
Triple
love
H
it.
did say that in that.
Yeah.
They love it. They love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
It was
thought
like, oh, you think he's a real winner? He wasn't eliminated? Well, now we'll eliminate him.
Dean Ambrose challenging Bad News Barrett. What do you guys think of this?
I'm going to love that match. I swear to God,
It's
there's
good.
no way that's a letdown.
Some people
Yeah.
are disappointed. They're like, oh, Ambrose is going on the Intercontinental title. Will that even make the main show? What else was he going to do at WrestleMania?
You knew this
I
was
love
happening.
him, but
You
he
knew it was
wasn't
happening.
getting much.
He
of
needs
it.
something.
He did win the Royal Rumble. He's not going after the World Heavyweight title.
No.
You got to do something with Dean Ambrose.
He
to get
deserves
him popping.
more.
He has no other feud.
But you know what, though? For the time being, let him just
Yeah,
win this
WrestleMania
now.
season, the
you
guys
know.
go down a little bit. When
Yeah.
the old motherfuckers come back,
Yeah.
the young motherfuckers go down.
Give him a little time. Let him win the IC title. Maybe, if not, even you have a good feud with Barrett. I'm just looking forward to the match. I think
hope
they're
it's
going to
good.
put on a great
I
match.
hope it's good. I really hope it's.
I can't see how it's going to be bad. Both guys are
I hope
really
it
good
makes the
competitors.
show.
I hope it makes the show.
What, WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Oh, WrestleMania?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that will.
But I think it's going to happen at Fastlane, and then
What do you-
carry over to WrestleMania.
No.
I think it
No, I
could be a
hope not,
WrestleMania
yeah.
pre-show match, which I'm scared of.
I would
Hope
be
not. I hope
okay.
you're wrong.
But that would be the first pre-match that I actually watch.
I would
cared
be
about it.
I would be okay if it's on Fastlane because they need to add more meat to the show.
I think whatever
mean,
the tag team match is, they should put that as the pre-show for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
They're doing
please.
nothing with the tag
Please
teams right
don't-
now. Which
I would
main
definitely
show.
agree with that.
Which brings us to the
Oh.
Ascension versus Goldust and
oh,
Oh, boy.
who I think the Ascension is going to be the number one contender come WrestleMania.
okay.
I didn't think they looked that bad tonight. It's better when you put them in the ring with guys who are wrestlers.
who actually can wrestle. Yeah,
Yes.
2 weeks in a row, by the way.
And they're teasing the
Oh,
Goldust
2 shows.
Stardust tension.
Yep.
They
Which-
teased on SmackDown, and they're doing it again on Raw, like usual.
Now,
It's not Cody. It's Stardust.
let me
Yeah, that was like,
Let me-
he's going back
let
to
me throw
Cody.
something at you. Would you guys rather see Miz versus Mizdow come WrestleMania, or Cody versus Goldust?
Cody versus Goldust. I disagree with you.
no, Miz versus Mizdow.
No. I
How
think
about Miz and Goldust versus Cody and Sandow?
that would be interesting.
Rhodes Scholars, they're back!
I think Goldust is a farce. I think he's a great wrestler still. I mean, in fact, I think he got
Yeah, but
better.
Cody's going to go over. He's
But-
the young guy. He's
But that's what
gonna
I'm about to say. Cody is a great wrestler in his own right. He's a really good technical wrestler. I would love to see those two brothers go at it.
We don't have time for all this at WrestleMania.
I know, but I'm saying over.
would you
We'll
ra-
deal with this later.
But you're saying, would you rather see Miz now?
I would rather see Cody Rhodes versus Goldust.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You just
Yes.
told me we'll see it. We'll
Absolutely.
do more later.
Especially because it was rumored to be happening last year at WrestleMania when they were tag team champions. They were hot, this and that. Like
Yeah.
it should have happened last.
But everyone's been wanting this Miz downturn for so long now, and now it's gonna happen. Now you just want to like not see it.
No, I'm not saying that I don't want to see Mizdow.
Technically, the Cody Rhodes Goldust thing has been going on longer. I felt like a year ago people thought they were going to split, and they never did. And I was like,
But
Goldust is staying around. I thought Goldust would have a feud, and Goldust would leave after last WrestleMania.
Just as of recently, they started fighting again. Like when they were tag team champions and they were fighting every other week for like against the Usos, they were strong. I mean, Miz and Mizdow has been going for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Like they were recently. You can't go back to something that happened years ago.
That's tough though. The WrestleMania match.
But my question is, can Miz really hold up to the actual show? Like the match of a Miz versus Mizdow, is that as good as Goldust and Cody Rhodes? Two great wrestlers. I mean, we've all agreed on this show in prior episodes that Goldust is in better shape,
His best shape of his career.
better wrestling than he's ever done before. Cody Rhodes, we've all agreed, is a great wrestler. I think that would be better than the Miz, who I can't see
you gotta
Miz wrestle.
Sadly, WWE doesn't care about wrestling anymore. You got to think about the entertainment.
You're right.
The heat that Miz has and the cheers that Mizdow has, that I think would put that over.
You got a good point on that one.
Because I think they're getting a better reaction. Cody Rhodes and Goldust aren't really doing that much.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just thinking about it in terms of a pure wrestling match on who would put on a better show.
Because you're thinking, like I said, you're thinking pure wrestling. You're not thinking WWE.
Now, is it me or was the announcers just lacking at this?
Oh, they were so bad.
Especially during this match, they just seemed.
This match, forget about it.
The entire night they were lacking. And
I can't tell you how many times I could have talked for them. Like they were so quiet.
the only thing
They
I'm
were
not...
bickering back and forth how the Ascension, especially JBL, who refuses to put them
I
over.
almost don't hear them anymore. It's like
It's true.
I was going to say, the one thing I hated about this match, I agree, I'd like seeing them face real tag teams right now. But even this was a quick kind of squash match.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long match.
No,
I just feel like it added the Stardust Goldust tension.
Yes.
You know,
I
had to
kind of wish
focus
they were
on it,
putting
yeah.
over the Essential a little bit more, going, look, these guys can wrestle. These guys are a good tag team. This is
well,
what
they haven't
can
shown any
do.
signs yet to make them look that good.
That's
They
what I'm saying.
tried a little bit the past few
They're
weeks.
not
Been better.
They're
But
not
this is
giving
the
them the time.
opportunity, and then again, it was like a quick little.
But this is much better from them than what we saw. Before it was like these guys should be at WWE.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's better.
They were
matches
shitting on them. They're
than
not
what they
shitting on
were,
them anymore.
But I would like to see more and see can these guys actually wrestle.
And we will, you know.
I'm sure we will.
We wanted to see more of Ryback, and
Yeah.
then what happened? We were like, he's not that good of a wrestler. I like the quick matches.
I always loved Ryback.
I like him, man. I can't say he can work a long match, though.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's true. Cena promo calling out Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback to the ring. Speaking
Welcoming them back to Raw
Yeah.
because you know all the other times we've seen them, it doesn't matter. Just this is the first time we see them on Raw in 4 weeks.
Not even.
Yeah, it was 3, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that. I mean,
Do we need to cover this?
Stephanie came on the Titantron.
just announced matches.
And since she fucked up, she was like, Dolph, since you opened your mouth, your match is on next. And then all of a sudden she's like,
Rowan, you're next.
oh wait, no,
Or Ryback.
you're next. I don't know, that was just weird.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird fuck ups. Also, we didn't mention the first second. I'm getting back to that just for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Seth Rollins when his mic cut out and they had to take a commercial break.
Oh, I
That was
noticed
like,
that.
we can't
Yeah.
We can't call.
And then Seth Rollins comes back.
to TBS.
Seth Rollins comes back and he's like, "Gotta love live TV." What the fuck?
Also,
It was
to
good, though. I
piggyback
enjoyed
on that, the fucking in between the Big Show and Roman Reigns match, they went to commercial, and when they started, it was the middle of the fucking match again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut out a lot. We know
wait.
they've done this before where they keep cutting out
Yeah, because you know why?
random matches. They'll cut
Because that's what's better for Reigns, showing him in shorter spurts.
Yes, so.
You watch
No,
the
but
whole
just in
match,
general,
it's
though.
slow and
No, but it's just in general though. Like they've been cutting random commercial breaks like a lot recently. Like
Yeah, but
The worst one was during that Cesaro match where they didn't show the ending of the match. I think it was against Kofi Kingston.
coffee.
Coffee
Wait, this
Kingston.
week you're talking about?
No, this happened like months ago. What do you guys think when Cena says that Triple H's WWE is a WWE without John Cena?
What?
What?
Can you say it again?
Wait, yeah,
Triple H's WWE
Okay.
is a WWE without John Cena.
Well,
Yay or nay?
I mean, they've been stacking the deck against him.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't know.
he's been the face for how long now?
I think
So-
they want to kind of phase him out a little bit at this point, like bring up the new
Do
blood.
you think that's why he's going against Rusev for the United States Championship
Oh,
come
God.
Fastlane?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not going
No matter
for
what, the
he's
guy's
not
gonna
going
have
on
a
for
job
the
and a
WWE
place, but-
contract title. You know what I mean? Or World Heavyweight.
Which I'm glad they're not putting.
undisputed
I feel
thing.
so like a sigh of relief that Cena's not
you
in the main
have to
event.
let the new guys go.
You have to.
Eventually. Go.
Stone Cold did it. The Rock did it. Everyone else.
Maybe
they
next
walked away.
WrestleMania they'll fully let the new guys go. You know, we're still gonna get Brock Lesnar, Triple H thing.
Ew.
Next time, let them go.
I hate the
We
fact
gotta go to
that-
Ryback, Luke Harper though.
Yep, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Fans are fucking behind Ryback.
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
Still not
this-
hot. I don't
if you-
know what is in the WWE.
This also wasn't, I wouldn't say the usual crowd for Raw we had in Denver, Colorado. It was pretty pro Reigns, Cena. They cheered Bryan, but they did not cheer down Bryan to the level as, like, say,
Teddy
Northeast
Roosevelt.
crowd.
Yeah, I
Or,
agree.
you know, a smarter quotations crowd.
Yeah. I think it was a good match.
It's fucking physical as
a
all
lot of power moves.
Yeah.
And yet Luke Harper continues to show for a big dude. That
He's my
guy
favorite-
can
well, he's
do
my
some
favorite big guy for that
really
reason.
Fucked
Yeah,
up
yeah.
shit.
He's good.
You know, drop kick in midair. I mean, like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
you don't expect that from a guy like Luke Harper.
I love Luke Harper.
Yeah. If he wasn't, like, completely, like, tied into the Wyatt gimmick still, I would think that, like, he could do better things right now. But
They might need to
they want to
repackage
keep
him.
him. Yeah, they're going to keep him like this. It's, you know, busy time WrestleMania. It's a guy that could get a push, you know, and
You think we're gonna see him at
summer
Mania?
months, fall months, he could get some kind of push.
You think we're gonna
He's
see him
going to
at
be in the
Mania?
Battle Royal.
Yeah.
He'll be a contender, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
he might be even a Final Four if you want to consider a
I
Final
would
Four.
like to see that.
Royal. Or what is it? A Battle
Andre
Royal.
John
I
Memorial.
mean,
Third Man,
are they
Battle
gonna give a
Royal.
face another the trophy to another face, or you think they're gonna get the heel
Well,
I
side?
mean,
mean,
Cesaro
Cesaro
wasn't
was barely
100% a
a
face, last
Yeah.
year.
The crowd
He just
cheering
like,
him, but he
they
wasn't a
like the
face.
swing. That was about it.
Well, I mean, he had something. He had this swing going. He had
And they still
whole
mention
package
like,
going,
when
but-
Cesaro's out there.
all the time, actually.
Yeah, which segues to the next thing we're going to talk about, right?
Absolutely. Cesaro versus Jimmy Uso. Baby!
Fuck.
It was a thing, right?
I am so sick of this shit.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't want to watch the Usos wrestle anymore. It's like I don't want them to lose their jobs, but like they could like go down to like superstars or main event, maybe
Oh.
some SmackDown matches. I'm just sick of it. It's just,
confession time. I fell asleep during it. That's how boring it was.
It was a terrible match.
I fell asleep. but
great
I-
ending though. Great ending.
Yeah, the
That
ending.
needs to be
I
his
said
finisher.
it.
Yeah.
The
That
highlight.
should be his finisher.
The
I
highlight.
loved at that end of the match. I loved that. I don't
saw
want to
that.
see
I
him
did see that highlight,
neutralizer.
but-
It's such a stupid move. That was an
I'm
awesome
with
ending.
it. I can dig it.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
What do you? No, I guess we can move right along.
Yeah,
I
I
see
mean-
what you guys
No,
want.
there's
Oh,
there's
no.
not much left.
Nope,
What
nothing
do you
to see
wanna
here.
Alright, see ya. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Don't think it was Bray Wyatt.
Good match.
Very good
Amazing match.
Probably
Very,
the
very
only
good match.
thing that actually
This should be on
carried
pay-per-view.
fucking Raw.
Yeah.
They should have been on
No.
Fastlane. What are they
Yes.
going to do at Fastlane? Either of them.
Absolutely.
Like,
got
it wasn't
nothing.
the only thing that carried Raw, but it was one of the two.
One of the-
that carried.
yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
main
but
event
this-
carried Raw.
In my opinion, this was probably better than
Yeah,
the main
this
event.
this was better. It didn't have to rely on
This was
interference.
the main event of Raw. There was no interference. There was just pure fucking wrestling.
And this shows you that you see Bray Wyatt work with some guys, and you're like, but like, obviously Dolph Ziggler works good with anyone. But if you have an athletic guy in there, you know, it just
the fuck is that, Vinny? Did you sign off your Facebook, Vinny?
Yeah, I did actually.
Did you sign off your emails, Vinny?
No, I can't because I have the email. open
Well,
with
you
the
know what?
thing, so
You've gone and fucked up.
well,
did not fuck up. Thanks, Ticket Web.
I lost my train. of
Fucking
thought.
Ticket Web, really? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Ticket
What the hell?
I'm even
Ticket
confused.
Web. What are you buying these for? The next
All right. Enough out of you two.
Hey,
You were talking
Gentlemen,
about
gentlemen.
You were talking about Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, he worked a
carrying
great
us.
match. Obviously, Ziggler can be.
Just because Katy Perry looked like Bam Bam Bigelow doesn't mean you have to give me shit for it, right?
Well, actually,
Okay, wow.
we're gonna post a picture online. Gasper's wearing a fucking Katy Perry Bam Bam Bigelow blazing
Cheetos
floor
bag
hoodie
looking.
here. He looks like a fireball.
Do you
That's
ever
exactly-
feel
you ever feel like a plastic
Cheetos
bag?
bag? Yeah, Cheetos bag.
Oh, okay. I'll go with the Cheetos.
Do
man.
you ever
Back to
feel...
Ziggler versus
All right,
Wyatt.
Ziggler versus fucking Bray Wyatt. You son
Oh
of a
my
bitch.
god, we could have done this sidetrack during a way shittier match.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's true.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was great, and I loved the ending.
The ending was fantastic.
And you made Bray Wyatt.
Danny?
What?
Who?
I
What?
think just Danny was fantastic.
The end.
Danny is always fantastic.
Oh, my God.
Don't you dare ever doubt Danny.
I didn't say that. I
said
just said
the
what?
ending.
Oh,
The ending.
all right. Well, I heard Danny.
Yes.
Jeez, okay.
And
Fuck.
you know
Whatever.
he's gonna face Undertaker, Bray Wyatt. You can't have any doubt.
which kind of scares me.
He pops up from a fan master immediately, right into Sister Abigail. That was
Which
brutal.
kind of
That was
scares me. 'Cause
awesome.
At this age, can the Undertaker carry the match?
No, it's not going to be a great wrestling match, but it doesn't matter. They should work no more than 15 minutes, and you'll be into it just because it's cool to see them. go
But
out.
my point is, the Undertaker has been a staple of WrestleMania for so long. How do you reduce his time at WrestleMania to 15 minutes
Yeah, really.
instead of the normal half hour, 45 minutes we're accustomed of seeing him wrestle?
No.
In all reality,
I
if
think
you
I-
watch his matches for the past 2-3 years, how much work did he do in those 30? 40
lot.
minutes?
He's
Not a lot.
No,
he was
no,
out
no,
cold.
except for Brock
At the time
Lesnar.
last year, he was dead on the
He
mat.
was out cold, and Brock Lesnar was throwing him around like a rag doll.
Besides Brock
CM Punk the
Lesnar,
year before that,
he kind of held
he
up on
wrestled
his own.
maybe 10-15 minutes at best.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either.
Listen, you guys are just bitter because me and Dan are right.
It's not
No.
bitter.
No, you guys are bitter,
Not at all.
salty,
2 years
wrong. You guys are wrong.
ago he faced Triple H, and it was a great match.
You was Triple H, great match.
And then
Shawn
the year
Michaels,
before,
plus
Triple H,
match of the
and then
century.
Shawn Michaels.
Two
great
Triple
matches.
H's ago, we got Shawn
Okay.
Michaels.
Well, we had he's
not-
put on great matches every single time, except for me. CM Punk, I disagree
Well,
with you guys. I think it was a good match.
I-
It wasn't.
no,
You didn't say it was a bad match.
Brock
I didn't say
Lesnar
it
was
was
the
bad.
only
Bad.
one that
I'm
was
just
like,
saying
hey,
that
he
quick.
didn't do it.
I'm just saying Undertaker had maybe about 15 minutes of actual wrestling in that match
Yeah.
at WrestleMania 29.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's
Last
getting
year,
old,
he
but
had maybe about 10.
This is
Wait,
going to
we
be.
don't know when
That's
that's
the
he got
concussion.
hurt.
You don't know when the
He got
concussion.
hurt.
All right.
last year was.
If this match happens-
okay.
Hold on, let me
It's
ask you
going to be a character duel.
Yes.
It's not going to be a wrestling match. You're not going to get wrestling matches.
He's putting
All
Bray
over the
Wyatt
card.
over.
But let me ask you a
You
question.
got all these other wrestling matches that are
What,
going to
what
happen.
pushes him over? He has nothing to say. Oh, I beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania after Brock Lesnar.
It doesn't matter.
It
This-
doesn't
you don't need
matter
the
when
streak.
it's-
He's
Yes.
one of the biggest legends in WWE
That's
history.
it. That's it right there.
He's the dead man, the
I agree.
phenom.
Yep.
He's still that.
So the
regardless of
Undertaker's just a
streak.
joke at this point. then.
No, it's not making him a joke.
Bray Wyatt said on SmackDown.
I fear nothing living or dead.
And he,
Living or dead.
and he cut a good promo on
and
Monday
then
night
on
again.
Raw, he mentions.
Come find me. You know, I am. The
He-
devil walks
he says
beside me,
he-
and he wants to see you again.
You guys are the reason I drink.
I just think
It's
this is.
not going to be a great wrestling
I
match.
just think this is a
Okay.
mockery.
No,
of
we
the-
know it.
Or
I'm not
it could be
expecting
a
It's
great
not a
wrestling
mockery
match.
of
We
Undertaker.
don't
This is
know.
what we should have got last year.
And I am terrified, in all honesty, that Bray Wyatt's not exactly a gentle wrestler either. Like Brock Lesnar before him.
He wrestles
I-
once a year. Beat the
But
shit
he's
out
not
of him.
Brock Lesnar.
I don't want him to get killed or hurt in the wrestling ring.
Again,
He's not Brock Lesnar. He's not going to maim
It's
him.
not. No, it's not Brock Lesnar that's going to cause a severe concussion. But how much is the Undertaker going to take punishment wise?
I mean, think it. You really think after last year? I mean, listen, it was Brock Lesnar, but the fact that he got absolutely destroyed last year, barely was in the match, and then this year he's just gonna be like, oh, I can fight again, like no big deal, like nothing happened just because it's Bray Wyatt. Like I don't see that happening. I mean,
Yes,
I
can see that.
I
And I'm like,
can't.
yeah, I got my ass kicked last year, but I'm back. It's just
And then I got
I'm
my ass
back,
kicked
I'm
again.
angry, and I need
Well,
to do something.
To do
about it.
what? You have no
To get my
streak.
butt
You have
kicked
nothing
again
to
and
prove.
lose?
To what? You have nothing to prove.
You're a Hall of
matter.
Famer no matter what you do.
You guys are so
And-
far up
and
the Undertaker's
arrest-
ass. It's ridiculous.
well,
he's
well,
saying he's the face of fear and all this crap.
A great wrestler should go out in the back. The Undertaker should have ended this last year when Lesnar pinned him 1, 2, 3. It should have been over.
No. Lesnar shouldn't have been in the match to beat him. That's the fact. Of
Yes.
it. Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt
no,
should have beat him
Should have
every
been
week.
Bray Wyatt last
Okay,
year.
I
And then
agree with
Lesnar
that.
this year.
But
Yeah, I agree with
still,
that.
The guy had been in the company a year and he wins that'd be huge. That's a little soon, but what is Brock Lesnar doing? Probably going to leave in 2 months. So
He's gone.
Or are you going to give it to Roman
All
Reigns?
confirmed. Triple H says that they're in
He's
negotiations.
fucking gone.
He's
Come
fucking
on.
gone.
Triple H says they're in negotiations.
No, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're feeding into their bullshit, man.
Yeah, no, that's I say bullshit.
I can hope, can I?
Undertaker.
A girl can dream,
You
can't
guys
she?
hear that? You guys hear that? I
Oh
think
my
Matt's
God.
sucking Brock Lesnar's dick again.
Yes,
No.
a girl can dream, can't she?
I just really just don't want to see Bray Wyatt go over as
I
much
do.
as I just don't.
Why?
I don't.
Well, he's got a great.
You're stuck in the
character.
past, Vinny. You're
Hold on.
stuck in the past.
He does have a
Listen,
great
listen.
character. He's a good wrestler.
There were
You
so
know,
many
I
comparisons
just don't understand the
between him and the
Undertaker
Undertaker
part with
again.
Bray Wyatt's going to win.
Because Bray
Sting
Wyatt.
is going to win. And Sting will
Sting
face
versus
Undertaker at WrestleMania 32.
Okay, what's
Undertaker
the
will
match
go
then?
out and win. Undertaker will win his last match versus Sting.
I see
That's
exactly
it.
that.
But a good wrestler
Shoot me now,
should go on
then.
his
Seriously,
back.
shoot me now. Because I don't want to fucking see that garbage. You're gonna tell me Undertaker's gonna come back 2 years in a row to
It
lose,
doesn't.
and then you're gonna have him randomly just beat Sting because it's Sting? I mean, that's fucking garbage.
That's it.
garbage.
That's just a
They're
mockery.
going to have the WWE guy
Garbage.
beat the WCW
Yeah, but that's
guy.
just a mockery of Sting
All right,
though, and
I'm
his
with-
legacy.
Dan 100.
Sting is going to beat
garbage.
Triple H clean at WrestleMania, so I don't think
I hope not, because I hate that match.
he's
personally,
going to
but
beat
whatever.
Triple H at WrestleMania. So.
I don't want to
think
see
so. I
this.
think
Yes.
Triple H might go over.
No. There's no way. You don't bring a guy back like that
to lose one
and he
match.
does nothing. What is he going to do after that? Nothing.
I
He's
lost
done.
my match, but I'm gonna
No,
keep coming back and fucking with you.
No.
But they got they gotta decide that Sting Taker match like right away, and they gotta confirm it.
If
Like
you
if
don't
Taker,
think it's already booked right now, there's something wrong with
I
you.
don't-
That's
I just-
mentally booked.
Mentally booked, at least.
Yes.
And I think,
It's in Texas.
and don't mark my words
They
down.
both live in Texas.
But I can't.
WrestleMania
They
I,
both their last matches
You
in
might
WWE.
even see
the
Stone
thing
Cold
is-
wrestle one match at WrestleMania 30.
Now we're getting.
but thing is, I'd rather
Let's not
see
get high
Taker.
right
No,
now.
no, no. Here's the thing.
Little jump,
I'd rather
not high.
see this be Taker's last match because I'd rather see him get retired and San Antonio than come back.
What the fuck did you just say?
San Antonio?
Okay.
I'd rather see him be retired and get that whole like.
What if it's announced
Here's
as
the
his
Hall of
last
Fame.
match and
No.
he gets the Hall of Fame
No.
and he has his match the night after?
No, they're not gonna do that.
I could see them doing that.
They're not,
you
that's
never-
never
you
been
never-
done.
Why
Never
does
get-
it matter if he gets inducted in the Hall of Fame in
They've
the
never
town
done
that's
it.
not even his hometown?
No,
It's his home
I
state.
His
I
home
can see
state.
that happening just
But he's the
because
Undertaker. He's
the
from Death Valley.
No, no,
His
no.
home state doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
my point is that they've
To the
never had
crowd.
a guy get into the Hall of Fame before they actually.
But it's the
officially
Undertaker.
retired.
He's a company guy.
I understand it, but they've never had a guy get.
He choked out Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, so one of those two.
What?
Choked him out
What do you mean?
Why?
because they
What?
they were messing around with Vince, and Undertaker thought it was serious. I think it was Chris Jericho, and he choked out
right.
Chris Jericho. I listened to his
I-
podcast. I'm
oh.
sorry, guys.
No, I don't.
Well,
Sorry, you guys.
I mean,
Well, anyway, I just
we got
I
a bit
really,
sidetracked, but
I really no, because I really just don't want to see Taker lose again and then just randomly beat Sting. Like that's
Okay.
garbage, pure garbage.
That's the kid inside you growing up with the Undertaker.
I don't care about the streak. It's just pointless. You're gonna have him lose to Bray Wyatt. Okay, all right, goodbye, Taker. Oh, you're coming back
But
and
he
you're gonna beat
beats the
Sting.
guy that he was
Can I-
compared to.
let me-
that
let
was
me-
like his counterpart.
Like we all agree that Wyatt should have gone before
Sting was
Lesnar.
never really
Wait.
like as a guy who watched both WWE or WWF in the past, whatever you want to call it, and WCW. Sting and Undertaker were very rarely compared.
When he
Sting
brought
was
the
not-
dark character out. it
No,
was-
even that Sting was the guy who came from the rafters. He was a loner. He just kind of hung out. It wasn't like
I'm not
The
saying it was
Undertaker-
exactly the same. I'm just saying
no.
that
He never did
there's
the
a
whole
comparison that was always drawn.
Not really. I mean, like they were the two big faces of their companies. Yes.
Yes, the guys that
Absolutely.
never
But-
left, the guys that always stayed there by his
Yes.
side.
But my point is, they're not similar characters.
You suck at taking
Try to
selfies. Try to take like
Take a nice
Stop
selfie
shut
for
up.
fans. You know?
This is a
Go
wrestling
ahead,
show, not a
continue.
selfie show.
I'm listening.
No, except I watched the. I don't know if it was the Monday Night War or the Rivalries. One of those two great, side shows on the network.
Which you can find on the WWE Network.
For $9.99.
Free for the month of February if
Yes.
you're a new
That's
subscriber.
right. That's right.
But
That is true.
they said at one point Sting was the man for WCW and Taker was the man for WWF, which is obvious, but I just don't see them compared. I mean, coming out because Sting had so many different like
Persona.
personas that Taker just like. I mean, Taker had like the biker and this, but Taker
No,
was always just
he
like
only
for the
had the
most part
three.
he was always he only had the biker for like two,
Well, you
3 years.
had the
maybe.
Lord of Darkness.
But he's always like the dead man. He's
So
always.
you
the
don't
Lord of
want to
Darkness.
see Sting and Undertaker stand in the ring and look
I
at
do
each
not
other.
want to see two 50-year-olds compete
How old are they now?
on WrestleMania.
It doesn't matter. Don't think about the wrestling.
Oh,
you don't
come
want to
on.
see the showdown with them.
No, 20 years ago, I would have loved to see them put on a terrific show.
I do.
Now,
Yeah.
You?
I want to see
Fall
the
asleep.
Sting Triple H showdown fast.
You know what? Fuck them. We'll start our own show.
Yep.
You guys are fired. Get out of my basement.
Get in my house. Yeah, get out of your basement. All right.
Respect the legends, as
That's
the
right.
Iron Sheik would say. Respect the legend, Bubba.
I respect the legends. I just don't want to see them fight anymore or wrestle anymore. It's
Well, they
too
don't.
long.
They don't build any new guys, so yeah, I want to see the legends.
That's all you got going for you right now.
Like I'm not saying I'm not excited to see Bray Wyatt versus Taker, but I'm just not with Taker losing and just randomly versing Sting the next year. Like
Sister Abigail's gonna fucking cry.
I want to see Taker win and then be retired in Texas. I don't see why that's a big deal. Why is that so like unlikely to happen? Taker wins and then retirement
No.
in Texas. Why?
No.
Why is that bad? Why? Please explain to me that why it's bad.
Bray
I would-
Wyatt over. Right now, they've been building him up for months now.
And what are you gonna do after that? When he's gonna be gloating about beating the Undertaker, and then that's it? That's it? You
Alright,
go to a random feud?
Let's say Daniel Bryan
Yeah.
does go to WrestleMania, beats Brock Lesnar, bam, right there, main event. Bray Wyatt, Daniel Bryan, WWE Championship.
What?
Yep.
He just-
hold on, let me.
He beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania. The only
Bray
other guy
Wyatt
who did that was
Shut
the
up.
Beast.
Bray Wyatt beats the Undertaker.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's say Daniel Bryan makes it to WrestleMania,
Okay.
beats Brock Lesnar.
Okay. So now you have Bryan as champion.
Bray Wyatt, number one contender. Bam.
And he eliminated him from the Rumble.
There it is.
He could say, I took you out there. I beat you at the Royal Rumble the year
Again?
before in a singles match.
Again,
Again?
the WWE Championship is online. The last time they were feuding,
When was the
Daniel
last-
Bryan
They
was
had one
part
match
of
at
the
Royal
Wyatt
Rumble
family.
I was going to say, when
That lasted 2.5
Royal
weeks.
Rumble 2014, they had the opening match. It was a great
Yes,
match.
it was a
Bray
great
Wyatt
match.
won.
I was going to say, when was the last time they actually had a real match?
2 weeks ago.
No, I
no,
remember.
no,
Wait,
I
wait.
mean,
I
yeah,
remember.
real match, like pay-per-view
Hold on a
match.
second. I remember you telling me. I was at work that night when Wyatt versus Bryan. You said it was a horrible match. I remember you saying that. I was like, "How was the match?" You're like, "Oh, it was garbage." I remember that.
I don't remember that. Maybe I did.
Yeah, because I was like, "How is it?" You know, like, because I was like, I was at work, and you're like, "Oh, this is garbage. It wasn't a great match at all." So I'm like, "Okay, you're gonna see this again for the 13th time in a row."
That was Dean Ambrose.
No, it was
Daniel
Royal
Bryan
Rumble.
faced Bray Wyatt.
It
in
got
three
the
I
Royal
think it had
Rumble. The Royal
interference.
Rumble.
What, the Royal Rumble? What are you talking about?
Yes, it was the Royal Rumble. They versed each other.
That was a good match. That was one of the best matches
from-
of the
that
year.
was- I
That was
claim hearing
last
that.
year's Royal Rumble you're talking
Yes,
about. Yeah, that was. I
2014.
remember that being a good match.
That was
Or
a
at least
great
decent
match.
I don't know. Was it,
I'd have to
I was
rewatch it.
drunk
I'd have
last
to.
for-
I'd
It
have
doesn't
to-
matter.
I'd have to rewatch.
Daniel Bryan's not facing Bray Wyatt.
Patriots
Go to the next
is
thing.
Alicia Fox.
Do we have to
Patriots?
discuss that too?
Do we have to talk about
Yes, we
this?
do. We have to talk about spray. Tanning spray.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk
Because-
about Nikki Bella's like really tight outfit.
Apparently,
That was
God.
enjoyable.
apparently when you go to a tanning salon,
You're
they
black.
just spray you black.
Yes.
They're all racist.
They should have just like sprayed NWO.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
I don't know if somebody like was playing a joke with them and they switched the sprays. Like it's pretty easy to get like an orange tan spray and just spray
It
it
wouldn't
on.
have showed. I think
It would have showed on page. Anything will
page?
show.
Pages like me, dude. You put anything on there, that's it.
If it's the fact that it was black, that was just bad.
Yeah,
Racist.
it was
Yeah.
terrible.
And then Nikki's like, "We wanted to give you some color. Black isn't a color, bitch." It was so stupid.
The only
Are you
thing that
happy
really-
you got that out of your system?
Black is
Yes.
the color.
Okay.
The only thing that beats me off was like
The only thing that beats you off
Yeah, the only thing that beats me off is
is
like,
Paige.
the 10-minute hashtag.
If only we had the video.
The 10-minute hashtag talks that they had on fucking
Oh yeah.
the commentary.
Terrible.
Why? Why is that a thing?
Why is half the things are in WWE?
But it's good. Hopefully Paige will win the belt. You know, maybe AJ will come back. We'll watch them wrestle for the 50th
That's what I
time
was-
because
that's
we
exactly
can't watch
what I was
anybody else
Yeah, we
wrestle.
bring Charlotte up and let them go at it because that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
but Charlotte will
versus
just lose to
Paige.
Natalia on Raw
they
again.
have enough. They have enough meat down
No.
there in NXT. So
Yeah,
I don't see
Meat.
why- meat.
You bring Charlotte up, let her face Paige for the title. Oh, that would be a great match.
Did you know that? Fun fact: Ryback's theme song is called "Meat on the Table."
That is.
Meat on the table,
know that?
that is what you are.
Yeah.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that?
No, I did know
knew
that. Fun
Oh, I
fact.
was about to say. I was like,
Yeah,
it's
fun
been-
fact.
Hold
Interesting.
on.
fact.
Fun
The
fact.
Miz
And
versus Sin
listeners may
Cara.
not have known that.
What do
Oh,
you
you
think
guys,
about?
you forgot to talk about the whole porn, like
Porn?
Porn.
the whole part where
This is a porn
the
cast
promo
now?
before this match.
I
where
was just about to say that, but you rudely interrupted me.
Well, look who jumped the
Went
gun.
right to the match.
Well, no.
You got to give it the backstory.
All right, where are we going with this?
The tension between Miz and Mizdow.
Okay.
He got fired. He's
Yeah.
no longer
Fired and rehired.
As an assistant.
assistant.
You didn't even know how to be an assistant.
He's got to use his Nutra bullet or whatever to make it smoothie.
Yep.
Hey, my wife.
All over an autograph signing.
Keep going. Start
shut
talking
up.
about the match. We got that then.
Mizdow didn't do his mirroring routine, the whole...
He did.
Well, he did a couple.
A little bit, but then he realized that he was doing it and had to
No,
stop.
he got yelled at for
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
Sure, whatever. the fuck.
This isn't the way I wanted the storyline to go.
No.
Sakara won! Sakara's on a roll, baby.
Yeah, he beat
Yeah,
Bandage Barrett on SmackDown.
Which means he also has a title.
Yes, he's
shot.
going to be in the triple threat with Dean Ambrose.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Fastlane is going to be fucking
Stop.
awesome.
Stop.
By
I'd
now.
shoot
By
myself.
now, people.
We are kidding.
Stocks are
folks.
going up. Stocks
We are
are
joking.
going up.
We swear.
Don't tell the fans that.
All right.
It was not meant in seriousness.
No.
I guess I'll just keep going on.
Yeah.
This is Eric Rowan, the match that never happened. Man, listen,
Oh my. Go.
I loved it.
Ah.
You loved what?
Where is John Cena?
Okay.
Where is John Cena?
he fucked with the
can't see.
flag at the end.
He can't
I
see.
understand if there was
fucked
a
with the
match.
flag.
He doesn't want to interrupt the match. He's getting beat down.
John
there was
Cena
no match.
said,
It was a
I'm half
beatdown.
blind, I'm half broken. So I'm not gonna wrestle tonight.
Oh, so he's Italian now.
Yeah, sure.
Stupid.
That,
It's just, it looks terrible. that John
no,
Cena does not
it
come
looks
out to help
terrible
him.
on Cena's part.
Yeah, because he's not saving
Rusev's
Rowan.
part, awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's been
Didn't
good
let
all
the
the
match
time.
even start.
He's been good.
Dominant, yeah.
Come on.
You have to give credit. He's been good.
The whole flag
The
falling
storyline.
down, I don't know if that was
a
meant
fuck
to
up.
happen.
No, I don't think so.
But
I think they
fucking-
went with it.
They
He
just
act-
blame Cena
He,
for.
he acted awesomely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think
does.
they went. They wouldn't do it intentionally
How did it
because
I was rushing for him.
they wouldn't do it intentionally because people would complain like, "Oh, they're messing with the flag," like they got
Like the whole
scared after
big
that.
show
Yeah.
thing.
Rusev, the only problem has been the storylines they've written for him. I think he's done great, and I love whenever he's on the microphone, just
Yeah.
fucking
It just adds-
yelling.
Keeps it short and simple and.
I just feel like when he's yelling everything, it's just like an awesome character. It's not like anybody else. I like it.
I like
But is
Rusev
he gonna
a
beat
lot.
Cena?
No.
Maybe
no,
at
he will.
Fastlane.
I think
Officially
Fastlane, but
ending.
then a rematch at
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
just like
exactly
Bray
what
Wyatt, Cena goes over. What,
But the
what
only
was
thing
point?
that bothers
I'm not
me
getting
is
involved in
this
that.
match is for the United States Championship. Do you think that Rusev drops the championship
No.
on the road to WrestleMania, or he
No.
drops it at WrestleMania to
That's-
John Cena?
The Doctor of Thugonomics is coming back with
Back
the
with
U.S.
the
title,
spinning
baby.
belt.
so you think you're untouchable?
spinning belt.
Oh god.
Spinning belt and everything. That was my favorite.
I think Rusev will keep the belt. There'll be some fishy ending, and they'll have a match at WrestleMania. I don't think the title will be on the line at WrestleMania.
And then he gets the first
Yeah,
pinfall.
because I really
at
can't.
WrestleMania.
I can't
Cena
see
will be
Cena
in
becoming
WrestleMania.
champion.
Yeah, I don't see a pinfall. This
Not the
one.
U.S. Championship.
Not at Fastlane. The guy's been undefeated for over a year.
I
Right?
say. I
Didn't
say.
Rusev make his official appearance at Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I mean,
So it's
not
over a year
undefeated
now.
technically.
I
but he
think
hasn't been
he's
pinned.
a-
Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should
Yeah, yeah.
clarify
Pinned or
that.
submitted.
He,
So-
he gets DQ'd every week.
I think
Doesn't
that's-
that mean the shit out of people.
I think that's what's happening. He's gonna hit him with the belt. He's gonna DQ himself with the belt or something.
And then at WrestleMania, he loses his first, like he gets pinned for his first official.
But it's just really random because I know that's how it can happen. But it just goes from the U.S. title to like nothing at WrestleMania.
Who, Cena?
No, like this is the U.S. title match. Rusev's gonna win, and then at WrestleMania it's gonna be like a non-title match. So like, is
No,
that,
it's
No, it'll
probably
be a
gonna
title match.
so then Cena's gonna win the
No,
U.S. title?
I
Like
don't
they're gonna
agree.
drop him down to the U.S. title?
You never know.
They're
Like,
gonna push the new guys
I mean,
at some point.
Listen, they might want the new guys to go on top now and like, hey, Cena, take a backseat. Cena's a business guy. He's like Taker.
Taker won the hardcore title when he was the biker, didn't
That was what
Whatever
Taker-
they told Taker to do, Taker did.
Didn't he? When he was the
Yeah,
biker, he
yeah,
won the
yeah.
hardcore title.
I
was
honestly
like the
feel
lowest
Cena.
But Cena's not on the. Cena is completely
Who's
different
Cena
than Taker.
really? Is Cena now?
Cena is like we keep at the top. Taker is like he will help the company. He wasn't a top guy.
See now,
for a
who,
good
all right,
portion
so,
of his career.
so- all right,
See, I
so
don't agree because I think the Taker, despite his title, like numbers, meaning he only won three or four hold heavyweight titles, I believe.
Yeah.
He was always the taker. He was always the big guy.
But he never is going to be.
So now-
he never was panned out to be the guy in WWE.
Okay,
Never.
so now here's my thing. Now you
You're
give
right.
Cena the title, WrestleMania, fine. You make him U.S. champion, take it
That's-
backseat for a little bit.
I don't agree with that, but keep going.
Now, if that happens, who's he gonna lose it to? Is he gonna lose it right back to Rusev?
Who
I
says he's
mean,
gonna lose it?
I don't
No,
know. That's
he's-
why I don't have him winning.
how long are
What
you gonna
if
have
they
him?
want-
What if they
They
just
wanna make-
retire it? Because they should retire it.
That-
There's no reason for this
They
belt.
want to make the United States Championship more prestigious.
There's no reason for this belt anymore. Just keep the Intercontinental. We don't need the U.S. title. This is just a prop for Rusev to be the Russian guy holding the U.S. title. That's it.
I kind of agree with you on that.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, there's gotta be a non-title match at WrestleMania. Like Cena's gonna lose and be like, I don't care about the title. I just want to beat you. I mean, that's the only logical thing because if you can't make him U.S. champion, then he's gotta win at WrestleMania. So I mean, that's the only thing that's my concern.
Well, we'll find out come Fastlane. Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins.
Great.
Okay, all right. Let me just say before you guys holler on me, Daniel Bryan tried talking to Roman Reigns backstage. All right?
Oh my
Well,
God,
there you
this
go.
pissed me off a lot.
Why?
Yeah, I was agreeing with you on that one.
Because let me collect my thoughts. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan says that he's gonna beat Seth Rollins and he's gonna go on to face him at Fastlane. And Roman Reigns is like, "Is that a threat?" That had nothing to do with him. He's saying he's gonna beat Seth Rollins. Why wouldn't he say that? That really bothered me for some reason.
I think he meant like, is that a threat towards me? Like, should I be scared that you're gonna verse me at
But
WrestleMania?
he wasn't saying
I
it.
mean, Fastlane.
I just thought that was really stupid. It was irrelevant.
Yeah.
He wasn't like,
He's a
I'm going to
terrible-
beat you and
he's a
go to
terrible
WrestleMania.
actor. He's a terrible everything, Roman Reigns. I mean, we're spoon-fed this guy. We
He's
deal
good
with
in
him.
small spurts. That's why he shouldn't be a top guy, because you don't get
No.
small spurts as the top guy. You have to be able to carry a show.
He cannot. He cannot carry the show is the problem. And like, I think if they actually do go with him at WrestleMania and have him win, it's going to be
Sink
a
or
disaster.
swim, and he'll sink probably.
It's
but
going to be a disaster.
they've
the
done
fans
this
will
before,
say-
though. They threw the
You're
belt
right.
on like
You're-
Jack Swagger, and what happened? The guy never got near the title picture really again. I mean, he got a WrestleMania 29 title shot. That was out of nowhere,
I
but
brought up there, Rio.
yeah, that was random. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's going to be like that. He's going to get his chance, and it's just not going to work out. They're going to keep trying, but I don't think he's going to work out.
No,
He's not the long-term
Unless they do
Cena
something else
solution.
with him.
He's not.
I could see him as an IC title guy. Maybe
Or even above that, but just not.
what's above the
Just
IC
win.
title besides the heavyweight?
No, but just like win a title every once in a while. But he's not going to be the guy. He's not going to be WWE's the guy.
How do you guys feel during this match? Rollins focusing on the neck. I know it's been something the past
I'm
couple
sick
of
of it.
weeks where everyone's been honing on. And
I'm
it's just
over
like,
it.
listen, he got surgery months ago.
He's
It shouldn't be
competing
bothering
like
Again,
every four
WWE
matches
has
already.
to use real life things and beat them to death.
Well, we're
Like with
in
Brock
real-
Lesnar.
He's
We're in the
competing.
realist
When he used to
matter.
get hit in his stomach, they made a big deal about it.
He's
'cause he had that
competed 3 to 4
condition.
times right now, so I mean, there's no reason to continue it anymore.
We're in the
first
realist
match is
matter.
okay, but
Come on, Triple H
But
just said himself.
reality.
No,
Reality,
because
whatever.
No, because I'll have to admit, they know when fans are watching, certain fans, and they see him take a bump, they're like, "Ooh, I hope his neck's okay." So they're playing off that because people will be like, "Oh shit, he
Well,
just
if
came
you
back."
have any intelligence at all, you're watching this going, "Oh, if he's wrestling, I'm sure the doctor said it's okay for him." to get
I
in the
know,
neck."
it-
Because
exactly.
otherwise, he's going to die.
Exactly.
so there's also
There was
another
some
thing that
great
we need
moves
to
in this
address on social media. There was a mystery man in the crowd,
Oh my god.
dressed in
we have to
all
address
black. We do because I
Yeah.
thought
It's
it was,
odd. It's really odd. I'm gonna be like,
I don't know.
I heard that it was the
Boogeyman,
boogeyman.
yeah.
But they didn't even show that in like on the
Because-
show itself. Really,
No, of
like they
course
did
not.
not focus on it at
But
all.
there was a thing, yeah,
There
I
was a
on-
tease of it. It could have been Randy Orton,
which I was hoping it was. I was
which it should have been. Randy Orton should have screwed Seth Rollins,
It's
and now
Randy
it's
Orton should have been back 2 months ago.
not Roman Reigns.
It also would have made more sense for it to be Randy Orton because Triple H did go like, "Oh, Randy Orton, you know, he
Yeah,
could
they-
never carry the
That's
company."
also why
That's what I
it
was
didn't
waiting
need to be
for.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Also, when you think about it,
You're right.
because they already teased that. They already set that up. They kept talking about Randy Orton. Once they're bringing the name up, I'm like, oh, he's gonna face Randy Orton probably at WrestleMania.
which I wouldn't mind.
Well, they got 2 more Raws till Fastlane, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
I
You
don't
never know.
I don't
They could, but
I don't think
that's a
you can
bit
build that
rushed.
storyline. That like, I mean, yeah, we already have the foundation.
If you didn't have him
but-
come back to screw him last night, when is he going to come back?
Yeah.
Probably not. Maybe till after the pay-per-view.
All right. Daniel Bryan beats Seth Rollins. He goes on to Fastlane. What?
That was a great match.
That
was a great
match.
That was a pay-per-view quality match on the Raw.
What was it?
The suplex from the top.
No,
of
there was a Hurricane Rana from the top rope that went into a roll up.
my God.
It was so
the
smooth.
Avalanche Hurricanrana. That's what it's called.
It was so smooth.
I'm very excited on that one.
It looked like
I've seen the movie
at first
before.
I thought it was a fucked up Hurricane Rana, but it was so smooth in the pen. I don't think anybody could do it better than that. That was amazing. I just
I
never
like
seen
the
it. Like that. I've
Daniel
never seen
Bryan's running knee, and he caught him and fucking power
Yeah,
bombed
that was
him.
good.
That was great.
Good.
That's my
The
favorite
suplex
movie.
off the top, the back suplex he did was nice. I mean, that's a common move.
This
But
is the future.
These two can have such a great feud if you
Yep.
give them the right story.
The
Well,
future.
It's just amazing.
these
match.
are the future, but more Seth Rollins.
yeah, more
They
than
like him more.
See, unfortunately now my game plan is done because my game plan was Bryan beats Lesnar and then Rollins comes out, cashes in, and now that's where you start that feud. But
I can see that happening though because
I would love to see that.
said that
I think that would have been a perfect WrestleMania because then you have Daniel Bryan, oh my god, win it, and then Rollins comes out as the authority
That
guy.
happened at SummerSlam though. There's only so many times you can do this.
But what are you gonna do? You're gonna cash in Money in the Bank? I mean, it just doesn't. It's just stupid. It's a WrestleMania moment. Then you start that feud, and you have a great feud for next
and those.
month or two.
Yeah, I agree with
I'm
Vinny,
not a fan of the
'cause
WrestleMania cash in.
It's
Or
gonna
a
happen.
win. Maybe fail.
You
That's
know,
fine.
you know what's going to happen. I mean,
I don't think so.
Boom.
if Roman Reigns
I don't think
wins,
it's gonna happen
they
either.
don't think they can carry the company.
I mean, they can do it with Reigns, but I mean,
Daniel Bryan would be fine.
No,
yes.
they're
Daniel-
not going to do it again.
But again, if it leads to a great feud,
no, I'm saying they can do
yeah.
the same thing. Same idea I had with Reigns. Like Reigns wins and then he gets screwed over, but
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
like it would work better with Bryan winning the title.
If Reigns
because
wins-
that's a great feud. We just saw this is a great pretense of things to come with these two guys. They can put on a great match on a Raw. Imagine what they can do on like a WrestleMania stage, or you know what I mean.
with more time.
If Reigns
Yeah.
wins the Rumble and beats Daniel Bryan, they're not going to give away his first title reign in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous
I agree.
on the biggest stage.
I agree.
That's just like
You're right.
you're
You're
devaluing the title too much. You had one guy hold it for a long period of time right now.
So when
he's
does
gonna have a
Rollins cash in?
7-month reign. More than that.
Well, Rollins
Rollins
has to cash in soon.
Eventually,
He's got another
2 months?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months. So it goes
Yes.
what Extreme Rules.
It was actually the end of June. So June 20 something was Money in the
Okay.
Bank.
Yeah.
Because June 2nd, I believe, was Payback. I'm pretty sure last year. June 2nd was Payback, and then I think it was 4 weeks
Sounds about right.
after.
Alright.
It was June 30th, I think, was Money in the Bank last year.
Okay.
So I think he has till then.
Which brings me to our question of the week. What would be your card for WrestleMania if you were booking it right now?
The entire card.
Wow.
I thought the
entire
question
card.
of the week was, what did you think of Triple H's podcast?
No, fuck that. Oh, maybe we should cover that, right? You know, Triple H's podcast.
Yeah, I just think that question would be better off maybe a little bit closer. To
I'm
WrestleMania.
asking it anyway, so you can suck it. I'm the host, you're not.
Wow.
You gotta say the whole card. All right.
The whole
Got
card?
recorded.
Let's do that.
You want to do that before Triple H's?
Yes, we'll do that. Triple H is not that much time.
All right.
All right, Dan, then you want to go? You want to do
Go
something,
ahead.
Anthony? You go.
I don't have to put the order and the time
No,
the match
just
goes.
any match. We'll say 6 matches.
6? There's gonna be more than that at WrestleMania. That'll be
Okay.
8.
All right, 8. Go ahead.
8 matches.
We're gonna have
Alright.
the same answer.
We're gonna have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I'm not gonna pick a winner there. I'm not picking a winner.
No, don't pick winners. Just name the matches.
Okay. We're gonna have Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
We're gonna have Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. Triple H versus Sting. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Now it's getting tough. Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker. I think we're gonna have. Oh, it's tough. I think we're gonna have a tag match with the Ascension, and I guess the Usos. I'm gonna say it's not.
Ballsy.
Maybe it's a pre-show. I don't know. That doesn't count, really. I don't know. Yeah, that and yeah, Rusev and Cena. There's my 8.
I'm going Daniel Bryan versus Ziggler. I'm going Reigns, Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Orton. I'm mimicking him, really. But
I mean,
It's what they've been leaning.
I honestly think I'm gonna
at
have
least
the
four,
same
Triple H,
four to
Sting.
5 matches are gonna be the obvious
I'm
ones.
gonna go. There's gonna be a Divas match
That's
on
what,
there.
yeah.
Paige
yeah.
maybe versus AJ.
That was my
Yeah,
only
yeah, they'll be a
difference
Divas.
in
AJ.
Sorry. Yeah.
Tag team Ascension versus Golden Stardust.
Oh, really?
Is it a championship or just
Seven.
Who's
a?
gonna go in as
7?
champions?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's too much.
Probably
Just keep
Golden
going.
Stardust. Probably Golden Stardust.
Okay.
Ms. Dow.
Oof.
Wow.
Maybe.
All right.
There you go.
It's really hard when like you're the third person going because for the most part, 4 to 5 matches are really
that's
Like, you
fine.
had-
Just say what it is.
So
So just
I
say
mean-
the only ones that are different to you. If there's anything the same, just keep it.
All right, so the same ones are Sting, Triple H, Lesnar, Lesnar, Reigns. I think we'll see the hopefully see the Ambrose, not Ambrose. I'm sorry, Ziggler and Bryan. Tag match. I'm gonna go Usos Ascension. Then I got the Divas match because you gotta have some Divas match on there. I'll go.
Titties.
I'll go. All right. I'll go Paige and Nikki. I think that's
Nikki?
I think that's still gonna be a thing. Paige and Nikki. That's 5.
What about Cena? Did you mention him?
No. Sting. Did I say Sting? Triple H?
You have to
Okay.
have seen on wrestling.
Yeah.
dude.
Cena and Rusev.
Who'd you see?
Cena Rusev
They're
6.
Tag team now. Cena Rusev.
Cena and Rusev 6. The Battle Royal 7. And I guess I had to pick a random match. I'm thinking of saying
You do Taker?
and Taker. Yeah, Taker and Wyatt. I mean, it's hard because it's like most of the matches pretty much have been determined already, so you really can only have a difference of like 3 matches, maybe if that.
Yeah.
So I
but
mean,
there's still like
so-
if we did this a month
Yeah.
later, it would have been a lot easier.
I love
Yeah.
a different thing. I'm actually going to throw some different ones in there.
Why are you
Oh,
not standing? This makes me nervous. I don't want
Dean
to stand.
Ambrose.
We're
I-
standing.
I do see Dean Ambrose and Bad News Barrett having at least a match on this one. I kind of hope to God I see this because I think they could have.
I'm thinking they could be in the Battle Royal though, but I agree.
But I
kind
can
of would
also
love to
see
see
the
the IC
pre-show.
title match on that, and it would be a great match. I think.
I can see that being a pre-show though.
I feel like they could throw everyone in the Battle Royal. Ms. Dow, Goldust, Stardust. They could have those feuds going.
See,
in
the
Battle
reason
Royal.
why I don't agree with the Gold to Stardust match because they're gonna be broken up by then.
Yeah.
So
Continue.
I'm sorry.
Matt.
I kind of would love to see Charlotte versus Paige at WrestleMania.
But like I said,
Instead, I
it's
don't see it happening.
hard,
But
yeah.
you said it was ideal, right?
All
That
right,
was
yeah.
ideal. Like if
All
I
right.
was making the card.
allow it.
If I'm making the card, right?
wait,
Guess.
I thought it was.
The question is, if I was making the card, what I would want?
What you think it's?
Oh,
If you were booking,
if I'm booking it, then
Oh,
yeah, I'm
come
putting
on.
Paige versus
Absolutely.
I
Charlotte.
didn't know that. I would have put Cena on WrestleMania.
Okay. If I'm booking the card, then I got Charlotte versus
Oh,
Paige because
come
I
on.
just think that would be a great match. I'm putting Dean Ambrose versus Bad News Barrett because they're going to put on one hell of a match. The Ascension versus the Usos only because they will be the tag team champions still.
well, we all standing.
If
I don't. I said the same fucking
if I
thing.
knew this, I would
There's
have
always
put the
one
Shield
guy where everyone
members
just
triple
stands.
threat.
That I would
going
love to see.
on?
I
would
would
have
love to
put
see.
that.
That's kind of hard to do.
Not now.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say it's going to be Lesnar versus Bryan. That would be my thing. David versus Goliath. I'm going with that.
See,
And that's like the only change.
I want to see
What are you
that.
going with Brock Lesnar winning?
I always
With
want.
Brock Lesnar winning, of course, because I suck Brock Lesnar's dick. All right.
We got that on
There
tape.
it is,
Got that
Recorded.
It's
Matt sucks
live.
Brock Lesnar's dick. All right.
That's the only changes I'm making to that. Like that. Other than that, I see the exact same thing happening. I would probably do the same thing, except for the Undertaker, because I wouldn't put him on the card because I think he should just retire and be done with it.
Yeah, if I had, I didn't realize that we were doing. it that
I
way.
totally forgot Undertaker and Bray Wyatt as well, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize we were doing it that way. Otherwise, I want the Shield and a triple threat. I want to remove Roman Reigns'
Oh.
title shot and put Bryan versus Brock
I said
Lesnar.
if you were booking it
Because that
as
would be the
now.
most entertaining wrestling matches.
Everyone else said no. Like everyone
Yeah,
else
well,
said
you
no.
know.
Actually, if I was booking it, I want
want.
Bryan versus Rollins 60-man Iron Man match for the title. But neither of them have the title now, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But Rollins can cash in and Bryan win the shot. You never know. I'm just saying, like, it's fantasy booking.
Yeah. I didn't think of Orton versus Rollins. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think I did. I want Orton versus Rollins. I think that'd be a fantastic match.
I feel like it would be a great match.
I think that'll be the best match.
I think I'd be on that. I don't see why it wouldn't
I don't think Daniel Bryan Dolph Ziggler will be the best match because honestly, I don't think.
I really think they'll go over the tag team match. I really think that the tag team title will be a pre-match, pre-show. And then I wouldn't mind seeing Orton versus Rollins. I don't see why that wouldn't go over. I mean, that's a great
Daniel
feud.
Bryan
That's a great
Ziggler
match.
Is going to start the show, and it's not going to get as long as Seth Rollins Randy Orton.
Because they're going to open up with the Battle Royal.
The best match.
They're going to open up with the Battle Royal. Then I believe they'll go.
You think they're going to open up with the Battle Royal?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler. Open up the show. It's going to open up with a bang.
If that's a thing, that's what's going to be.
Yeah. It's going to go only about 15 minutes probably, but it'll be like
I'd want to
fast-paced.
see that like 25 minutes. That'd be fucking fantastic.
Yeah, but they're not
But
going to...
even 15 minutes, they could put on a great fight.
And
Of course, no, absolutely.
And generally, they don't like the matches at the beginning of the show going long because they like leaving room for the later matches because, Sting's going to have like a 10-minute entrance. Triple H will come out.
Here's
as
my
King
Here's my question: why is Ziggler now? If we're doing the whole Ziggler exclusive with Bryan, why is he doing it?
wait, there's no reason right now. You can't think of WWE. We'll just
We got
make a
1 month.
reason.
Yeah, only got 1 month to Mania, month and a half to Mania. So,
Which, all right, we'll touch upon the Triple H interview real quick. What'd you guys think of it?
it was a lot of him blaming Vince. I mean, it was like, the fact that he turned around was like, well, there's been a lot of, issues and concerns, and it's brought up on the table, and then Vince has the final say. Vince's reason behind that. I mean, he's just a lot of blaming on Vince. So, I mean, but we knew that already. So it kind of was pointless.
But if the whole Triple H saying he understands today's audience and he listens to what people are saying online and all that stuff, does that make you change your entire perspective of what the WWE is going to be once Vince is gone?
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
I hope so.
He
I hope so.
already admitted it. He goes, during the Attitude Era, there was no social media. There was none of this crap. It was the story went, and that was it. Now, if people chime in and they're feeling the quote-unquote pulse of what's going on.
But they still wrote the show every week, right before the show, and they went based on the fans' reactions.
Yes, but he's saying it's like a little bit different.
Now
'cause
there's a little
he's
more
doing-
agenda going
Yeah.
on. It's agenda.
What do you think of the whole Roman Reigns discussion?
I think Triple H... That's the one part I didn't like. I don't think he was telling the truth completely.
He was backed into a corner with it, I
Yes, it just came on after Raw. A lot of people are watching. He can't bury Roman Reigns or say anything bad about Roman Reigns. He does this defense where it's not about how long you've worked, how hard you've worked, and how long you've worked, where you get pushed.
Which he was so close to
excuse
shooting.
me.
He's like, I didn't think I was going to win
Excuse me.
96 King of the Ring.
Yeah, that's like how Triple
bullshit.
H and Stone Cold made it in this business.
Yeah.
Working hard and it taking a long time. And
But he
getting
even-
shitty gimmicks and working through it.
He even admitted himself, he's like, there's been a lot of speculations of me marrying into Steph. He's like, well, part of it was like that because he said he really wasn't going anywhere.
Which I was really hoping that he wouldn't admit.
He knew it. He knew it was true, though.
I think I got to take a different take on that because he was like, people thought I wasn't going in. Like they attribute my success to the ring.
He
to
already
Steph.
was very friendly with
Yeah.
Vince backstage.
He
He
said
already was
that
in
is
production
true. Yeah.
meetings.
And he said it. I was on
I
a huge
agree.
push, which is 100%
I forgot
true.
about that.
And everyone knows.
I wouldn't
up
say
until,
huge push.
No, he was on a big push. He was supposed to win.
For a huge push, and once
And
the
then-
click
Yep.
incident
Thank you.
happened in Madison Square
Thank you
Garden,
very much.
he got pushed down. Nash, Hall, and X-Pac, HBK.
Well, that was 2
Nash-
months after he lost to Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 10.
No,
No,
that was
but that's
the
when
point,
he
though.
was in line for a
Yeah.
He
huge
was
Yeah,
push.
yep,
he
at
was.
King of the Ring.
And
he was
once that
supposed to win it.
happened, he got shot down back to the bottom.
Because who are you going to punish? Nash and Hall
gone.
are gone. They left the WCW.
Exactly.
And you're not going to
Shawn
punish
Michaels is
HBK.
on the top. He's the champion, and it's like, wait, what?
If you listen
That's
to
why
Chris
it's
Jericho's
bullshit.
interview with Triple H, he clears
said on his
everything up
documentary.
because he even said it on the documentary.
And-
But in
He took the
Jericho's
brunt of the Vince's
podcast,
piss.
there is no restrictions on what he says.
Yeah.
I feel like whatever he said in Austin's podcast, there had to be restrictions.
Yes, I agree, especially because it's on the
I
network.
don't care if Austin is Austin. I love his podcast. He runs a great podcast. He has great guests. Whatever.
I don't think
It's
Austin put
restricted because of the
restrictions.
network. It's
No,
restricted.
Austin
Well,
did
actually,
restrictions.
there's
It was
another
the
thing.
network.
I think it's
There's
restricted
another
because on
thing
the
there.
network.
Probably that.
Okay, there's 2 points I want to make. First, I was watching the first season of Tough Enough on the network Saturday. Triple H comes out on Tough Enough.
Yep.
There was a contestant on Tough Enough who had a Goldberg poster on his wall. Taz ripped it off.
Chris.
Triple H found out that the guy had a Goldberg poster on his wall. Triple H comes in the ring and says, I know WWE and WCW were still against each other at this time, but he says, if you're learning to become a wrestler and the guy you look up to is a guy that comes in this business, doesn't love it, doesn't work hard, gets a hangnail and has to take off 3 months, gets given everything and doesn't have to work for it, then you shouldn't be in this business. And now it's like, whoa, you see him in a suit and he's completely different. And I don't think that was an honest answer at all.
No, because Triple H worked hard for I think everything he had. He was a
Yeah,
wrestler way before
I know.
he became champion.
I'm saying that the Triple H did not give an honest answer when he said it's not about how hard you work or anything. It's who know.
Yeah, there was restrictions.
Is. There's things in the business where it's like if you've put the time and effort and you're a good performer, then you get rewarded.
Which I hate because Roman Reigns is breaking that tradition
I
at
don't.
this point.
I mean, yes,
He has not put in his time. I don't care what you say. Yes, the Shield is what, 3 years old? Technically? 2 years old?
Two.
Okay, so for 1 year he was part of the dominant faction of
Yes.
WWE. Part of, not fully.
He still won one-on-one match on pay-per-view so far.
He hasn't put in his time. He hasn't put in his effort. I mean, Seth Rollins.
And you can
hate him,
say,
love him, or
sometimes
whatever.
that's happened to a lot of guys. They've given them the ball and test it. But not the guy who destroyed the streak, who destroyed everyone, pops up from an AA. He destroys.
4 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
This is the most they've built a champion of all time.
In a
Like
really
in
long
history.
And you're going to lose it to him.
To a guy
I could take Daniel Bryan. I hate him on the mic. I've said it a million times. I hate Daniel Bryan on the mic. But I love him as a wrestler. I can honestly take Brock Lesnar losing to Daniel Bryan over losing to
Now
Roman
let
Reigns.
me throw this at you guys.
Yes.
I would be so far
Let me-
happier.
let me
Daniel
just-
Bryan has bigger wins on his resume. He beat Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista same
In
night. He
one
beat
night.
John Cena clean at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Let me
Go ahead.
throw this at you guys. If it sticks, it sticks. If not,
Throw it back to
call
you.
me an asshole.
Shit.
Can I call you an asshole anyway?
And sure. Roman
Chicken
Reigns.
salad or what?
Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar
They were saying rumors about that.
for
He
Roman
turns on
Reigns.
everyone.
Brock Lesnar. I mean,
For Roman Reigns.
No.
No.
Paul Heyman called Roman Reigns
He's like, I respect
the
you.
star of the future, the next big thing,
No.
which was who?
Brock Lesnar.
Paul Heyman didn't call him
Weird.
that.
You know, he did call him that on the
No.
interview.
He did.
No, yeah.
He said
WWE
he
wanted
was-
him to call him that. Paul Heyman doesn't think that.
Paul
No, but Paul
did
Heyman's a
say-
puppet. He's going to do what he's told.
Paul Heyman's character
He wants a
thinks.
paycheck.
Paul Heyman's character said it, but yes, okay.
He wants a
But-
paycheck.
But Paul Heyman still want to align himself with someone. I think
He
he's a
would.
man of
Oh, he
conviction.
aligned himself with Curtis
reason
Axel,
why-
for Christ's sake. Come
the
on.
reason-
I think
why I
he
can see
thinks
that
highly of
happening.
Mr. Perfect and the legacy of his
Oh,
son.
That's what you're
The
going for.
Triple H thinks high of Mr. Perfect.
Not Sika and what is it?
They're not even related.
They're well, the
No,
well,
Roman
Swan's
Reigns
his
and
father.
The Rock are not related in
They're not
any
directly
way.
blood
I
related.
thought they were
No.
cousins.
No.
That's an exaggeration.
Yes. Yeah, like all Samoan people are related somehow, some way. No,
sorry.
it's exactly.
I honestly
no,
thought they were cousins.
I
I thought so too at
I-
first, but
I think there's some like really distant thing, but they're nowhere near blood. They're nowhere near blood.
The
related.
reason why I see that I could support that is because once he turns on Lesnar, I mean
people
that's
already
so,
hate Roman Reigns,
and that's how you build him as a
and that's
heel.
how you build him as a
And
top
plus,
heel.
once Lesnar goes, that's it. Like
It's over.
Lesnar
There's
is-
no top heel. You have Seth
and what's Paul
Rollins.
Heyman gonna do?
Who is a very good heel? I
You know who the top heel is, and he has been for a long time.
John
Triple
Cena?
H.
Oh,
Triple H is the top
Well, let me
heel.
ask you this
Secretly.
question then.
Secretly.
What do you, if that does happen, if, you know,
Because that's the best way to get rid of Lesnar.
well, no, hold on. If Paul Heyman turns on Lesnar,
that makes Lesnar a babyface.
it makes Lesnar a babyface, but he's gone anyway. I hate to admit it, but he's gone at WrestleMania. I'm not happy about it, but whatever. I will be watching UFC a lot too.
Okay.
Even if he comes back,
Hold
he's
on.
not going to be wrestling in the next couple months after
No,
WrestleMania.
you're
Actually
absolutely
not.
right.
Unless
But-
they
but you-
decide
but
to come out.
The only way to do this is to turn Roman Reigns heel. Now, you already have Seth Rollins as a heel. Really built up heel. What do you do with him? Do you turn him face? Do you leave him alone?
But how do
We
you
were talking
beat
about
a?
this the other night.
How do you have a face beat a heel and turn heel? It doesn't make sense to me.
You don't have to have a face beat a heel and turn heel.
Because Roman Reigns will beat Brock Lesnar. How's he turn heel? Because he's not going to get the heat because the crowd's booing Lesnar. Why are they going to cheer
I'm saying
or boo?
well, no,
Roman Reigns
Roman
turned heel
after.
before
Ro-
WrestleMania.
Heel
Before
before
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania.
No.
Yes.
Well, he's already
it
versus
would have to
Bryan,
be-
so that's already a heel move in a way because everyone knows.
Bryan's
it.
going to get screwed, so we'll take the negative off Roman Reigns.
So you don't know it's
That's what
official.
I'm saying.
I'm just
if
saying,
Roman
that's what I
Reigns
think.
turns heel before WrestleMania, it's going Brock as face, Roman Reigns as heel.
Yeah, but then what do you do with Daniel Bryan that you built up for the last year? Not year. I'm exaggerating.
Okay.
What, 6 months?
Or-
No, but the way he goes heel,
Hold on.
with
When,
Paul
when,
Heyman
did,
turning.
when did the Shield break up? 6 months ago? Give or take?
No, longer than that.
8 months?
It was
Yeah.
the day after Payback. It was June 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, if they want. Okay, so 8 months, let's just say, give or take. You've been building up Seth Rollins as a heel for 8 months. Where does he go from there? Now all of a sudden Roman Reigns is a
But it's
heel.
not-
I need
he's
to
not
put him
that
against
field-
his-
he's
But
not-
WWE doesn't think about where we go from there. They
Yeah.
book for the next pay-per-view, and then they're like, okay, we'll figure out after WrestleMania. They're going to
Plus,
WrestleMania.
I
and they're
don't see how you turn Seth Rollins face though. I mean, the people like the way he's a great
Hey,
heel.
you
He's
see
going to
that-
be face eventually,
that
but I don't
five-point
think.
slash?
Sooner or later, yes.
I don't think in the next
what,
few
what did
months.
he call it? The fucking
Phoenix
Squirtle?
Splash.
Phoenix Splash. There we go. You see that last week?
Yes.
That's a fucking babyface move. if you
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
me.
Any of the high-flying moves are.
Plus, I could see Roman Reigns shaking Paul Heyman's hand at the end of the match, or whenever it is. Like he's like not caring what happens.
I could see a double heel turn at WrestleMania. It's happened before.
Which double heel turn do you see happening?
Reigns.
Reigns going with Heyman and, someone of that character.
And where's the other one?
Heyman,
Yeah, what's this
Heyman
double?
screwing over
Heyman's already a heel. Everyone
yeah.
hates Heyman.
Heyman
technically.
screwing over Brock Lesnar, making Brock Lesnar a babyface, and Roman Reigns a heel.
But what's the point of making Brock Lesnar a babyface on the night he's gone anyway?
It doesn't matter.
It
You
was
want,
just- it was
Lesnar
just-
to leave on a high note.
Yeah.
Okay? You want Lesnar to leave on a high note just in case he decides to come back.
If you wanted Lesnar to be a heel, you could have done it the night after the Royal Rumble. And that's
Plus,
it.
Yeah.
he'll come back. He'll come
that
back
was
That's
the
what I'm
time.
saying.
and
You
get
want
revenge
Lesnar to
on
come back as a
Heyman.
babyface.
Yeah, he'll come back and
whenever
get
he comes
revenge.
back.
He'll get revenge on Heyman. Whoever he's,
Am I wrong?
if he's clowning
He
again.
either turns.
Does that make sense? That makes sense.
It does make sense.
If you're going to think he's going to be heel, then he should turn
Who,
heel
Roman Reigns?
at Fastlane then.
That's what I'm saying. He should turn.
But what Brock Lesnar is going to go face? What do you think?
Brock Lesnar was face 2 weeks ago at Raw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock,
That's
But
just
now with Paul
Lesnar,
Heyman.
every time
When Paul
Lesnar
Heyman
comes out, he
doesn't
gets
talk,
talk.
he's pretty much a face. You know what I mean? Like a badass that wants to kick ass, and the crowd loves it.
It rhymed.
Yeah.
Should have fight, baby.
Well, I said the same word. Of course, it's gonna rhyme.
Right.
Jesus.
Fuck! I just. That's the only way I could see it happening. If it's Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, that's what I think's gonna happen.
Did I say this is the reason why I drink?
What else? Triple H. He said it.
Oh,
China.
Triple
whatever.
H is. No,
China.
we
The
already.
China part was actually pretty good, though.
Alright, it is.
Well, why? You think that's a valid reason? Why not put it in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not. I'm saying it was interesting, meaning good. It was.
Whether it hit.
You
I
can-
didn't expect that to be a question.
You
No,
can
even
Google a lot of wrestlers in history that are in the Hall of Fame and
Yeah.
find some
Hold on.
bad shit.
I'm curious. CHYNA, right?
Yep.
China? Should I put China WWE?
Put a night in China.
Or, no,
Now you're
that's too
asking for-
specific.
Now you're
I'm
asking
just
for
gonna put
trouble.
China, right?
All right,
If you
let's
Google
go.
China, let's see what happens.
I said WWE.
China. First, China responds to Triple H's comments.
Okay,
oh,
all right.
okay, that happened last night.
Yeah, that's.
How do you-
What's
No,
he
well,
being?
they're talking a lot about that now. But go down, because it's going
Okay,
back.
we'll go down.
We're live
This is
Googling
live
China.
Googling right now.
Because we want to see if the
China
person sees
IMDb.
porn.
Joni Chain, Laura, Facebook. Triple H.
China on IMDb. Now, I don't think she was in any Academy Award-winning movies. But,
But
Well, let's look up IMDb and see what she's on.
Here
no.
we go.
Come on.
No, really, I want to know.
Is Triple
In
H
my
doing
opinion,
this right
China
now?
should be in the Hall of Fame.
I agree because she actually wrestled men. She was.
She-Hulk exit. All right.
Avengers XXX,
God.
a porn parody.
yeah,
All right.
I know my bedtime movie.
All right, guys.
Triple H made a valid point.
No,
Okay.
but that's not a valid point because if you
It's not.
Google
No.
Let me Google.
Triple H,
Tori
WWF.
Wilson, Sable, Ashley. What's gonna come up?
Are
Naked
they,
bitches.
Are they in?
Naked bitches.
Are they in the
Porn.
running for the WWE Hall of Fame?
No,
you know,
Sable,
Be
you know
us. Maybe Sable.
Sable maybe, but the
Do you know
rest.
about Sunny?
Why are you yelling at us?
Do you know about
Yeah,
Sunny? Do you know that Sunny? She's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
And you know what she does?
Yeah, she masturbates on like.
She masturbates
live
on
streams.
Skype for people to pay for. That's what she does.
Okay,
right now.
that's Sunny. She's washed up. That was like,
Okay.
China was the first, I believe, female intercontinental champion.
she's the only intercontinental champion.
She's gonna go
Wasn't she
into
WWF
Hall of
champion
Fame
once?
eventually.
She has to go in.
Unless they're going with this family thing, like Triple H said, like.
But
It
what if-
doesn't matter.
What if?
Why are you
what
gonna
if
think
Triple
if
H is just swerving us? Right
if a
now?
kid's gonna Google something?
Okay.
So why do you have
Hold on.
Chris Benoit's matches on the network? If a kid's gonna
Well,
Google Chris Benoit, what's
that's why
gonna
I kind
come
of got
up?
upset because he's like, there are greats who will never be in there because you know they have a history that we don't want to endorse. He basically was saying Chris Benoit at that point. Why else is Chris Benoit not in the Hall of Fame? Why? Because he went nuts and
Well,
killed
yeah,
his
I
family.
would never put him in the Hall of Fame.
No,
no
you
matter
can't
what.
after that.
No, but I'm just saying, like, there is a reason.
All right.
In terms of wrestling, in
Let
terms
me-
of greatness, Chris
let me
Benoit
ask you
should have
guys
been
this right now.
an easy Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah,
Easy,
but that's-
easy question right now. You know,
How easy?
once a year, there is a woman in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Correct?
Okay.
Last year was Lita.
Yeah.
Lita.
Which
The
is
year
a
before
bad
that
habit
was
they've gotten
Trish
into. There aren't enough. They're going to run out. You have Lita,
Who's gonna be
Treasury,
this
Who's
year?
left? No, there's no one left.
Who is it going to be? Jackie?
Molly Holly.
Molly Holly?
Ivory.
Victoria?
Ivory.
Ivory?
Oh God,
Who is it going to be?
Victoria, who jumped ship to go to TNA, by the way.
Well, they went back to like
Gail Kim?
valets. They
Gail
could
Kim,
have-
who went to
Who's
TNA.
in TNA right now?
They're gonna go to some like old school shit. I don't know. They
Like who?
The Fabulous Moolah?
Miss Elizabeth,
Elizabeth.
the Fabulous Moolah.
Wait, did-
Mae
did-
Young is already in.
did
They're
Sable
all
ever
already
get in? I don't
Sable, I'm pretty
No,
I
no,
don't
I don't
think
think
so.
Miss Elizabeth.
Maybe Sable's not in.
I don't think
She
Miss
should
is
be
Miss
in.
Elizabeth in.
Yeah, she's in.
I thought they're going to do it with Macho Man this year. I'm sorry.
Hey, they have Brock Lesnar under contract till WrestleMania. Hall of Fame's night before WrestleMania. Get his wife in there. Quick, hurry.
But
Indeed.
what has she done?
Yeah,
What do you mean? What has she done? Sable?
she's been more of an eye candy than like
Yeah,
She was
she's
women's champion. She powerbombed Mark Merrow.
that was fucking awesome. That was fantastic.
All right, Triple H's
She
take.
deserves a Sable.
Triple H's take on Brock Lesnar returning to the WWE. What do you guys think of that?
What do you mean?
Triple H says
Freak.
he's hopeful.
Hopeful. Yeah, well,
I disagree.
I'm sure they're hopeful about a lot of things.
Well,
but-
he did say he wants to pursue other things, and we're hoping he comes back with us.
But Triple H also said they were constantly talking about his
Yeah,
contract.
but
Well,
I'll be honest
that
with
don't
you,
mean shit.
I think Brock right now, Triple H did say he wants to prove something.
he has
I
to
think-
say that too. That's his champion right
No,
now. You
I-
have to say that.
I get that, but I really think Brock Lesnar really wants to go to UFC and just prove I can still do this.
yeah, definitely.
But the thing is, he's already what?
But I think he'll come
what
back.
Did you look up 37 for Brock Lesnar.
It doesn't matter.
What?
What did you and I looked it up the other night? It was 37 Brock Lesnar is or something like that.
27.
Sure.
37.
20?
He's not 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say you and Triple H with when they fight.
No. I'm saying Brock Lesnar.
He'll come back though.
Is about to
He'll come back to
He
WWE for
will.
paychecks. The guy's a
Absolutely.
freak. The guy can wrestle till he's
still
45.
big, if he's still big and he's still healthy, yeah, I'll be happy to see him come back. But I do think
I
he
don't
is.
see him not being big. The guy's been big forever.
I do see him going back to UFC and saying, "I want to try this one more time."
Yeah.
His takes on CM Punk.
That was.
That was complete bullshit. That was, yeah,
That came out of Vince McMahon's
I-
mouth.
yeah. There's no way that was
He's hard to
honestly true.
communicate
No.
with. He's
I don't
just,
think-
he's doing his
That
own
I was
thing.
always a
No,
nice
weird.
guy.
No, but that was definitely true stuff. That he definitely is probably a very hard person to deal with and communicate with CM Punk. I believe
Well, because
that.
he's been,
But
he's seen a lot.
left and right.
He's seen a lot of shit that he didn't want to see, and he
Yeah,
felt
but
like because he
He's
knew he was
generally
right.
known as a person that's tough to work with, and as a fan of him, I accept that. But that doesn't. Stone Cold wasn't the easiest to work with too.
Stone Cold almost
Stone-
quit the night
Stone
before
Cold quit
WrestleMania or whatever.
He
because he didn't want to lose
He
to Brock
quit, but then
Lesnar on
because,
Raw.
I mean,
Yeah, he didn't want to put over Brock Lesnar.
I don't like what Triple H said there. I feel like those were the two questions: the China one and the CM Punk, where he was squirming a little bit out of
Yeah.
it. And I didn't like that. You know, Vince.
You knew he was bullshitting with CM Punk and China.
That's why it's
He
better to have
knows- he knows
Vince
he knows.
answering things on the show because Vince can say whatever the fuck he wants. Triple H still technically has to answer
He's
to
still
Vince.
a technical soldier of Vince McMahon.
He answers to Vince, so he has to be careful. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
We'll move on from that. Triple H, NXT.
Love every moment of that.
Absolutely.
That he's so proud of his little baby that he wants to push this over as it's just he actually I believe he said
It's
it.
a brand.
It's its own brand. It's not WWE. It's its
Which
own
is
thing.
exciting.
And there are
because
people that will only
NXT
watch NXT.
Yeah.
NXT has started to move out to other states.
Which I'm excited
He
for. They
said
come
he
to New
wanted
York.
to
I
go
hope
there,
they come
you
to
know.
New York.
I'd
Oh,
go to that
God,
in
no.
a heartbeat.
We all go because I feel like not like
true,
a
but-
lot of our wrestling fans watch like out of our friends, a lot of them don't watch NXT, and it's sad because it's
so good.
It's so much better than the main product that
It has a
putting out
little
right now.
kick of
Shout out to
attitude.
John
John.
McColgan. He only watches NXT.
There
He
it
does
is.
not watch Raw.
See, that's the guy right there.
It
Frequent
He is
listener.
the guy who only watches NXT.
It has a little kick of attitude error into it. It really
Not
does.
even that. It's just
Because
it's
Triple H
been right
said
in
that they
Fast
don't
paced, just wrestling.
write everything.
good
They let them go.
promos.
They give them some
Not only
things
that,
and
but
then
he
let
also
them
said
go.
we know our genre. He goes, you know,
Yes.
we're going out to the guys who watch NXT are in their mid-20s, young adult
Yes.
males. We're going towards them,
Yes.
Which
not
is what
to
the Attitude Era had.
7, 8-year-olds, 9, 10, or 50-year-old grandparents sitting in the audience. They're going for
But
us. They
by-
want us in there.
By WWE trying to cater to every demographic, they're not getting any of them
No,
enough.
so
They're
that's
getting a
true.
little from each.
I will support him on that statement.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
you know, what's
He's
the
admitted it.
problem? He's like, listen, we're catering to a 7-year-old who's next to a 20-year-old, who's next to a 50-year-old, who's next to a 90-year-old. You know, who wants to see this, who wants to see that. I agree with that.
And one other
don't
thing,
agree.
that, the one,
I agree. I kind of agree. But if you look back at the Attitude Era, when the Attitude Era
Was mostly
peaking,
young adults.
was peaking, we were like 9, 10.
well, you guys were.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I was a little
I
older.
pointed at me and Vinny.
Yeah.
Saying we were 9, 10.
Yeah.
I was in my
The
teenage years
demographic
for that.
was, I want to say, between 13 and maybe 24.
But
That's where I was.
live events, though. Live events. I mean, I
I mean,
No,
not live
no,
events.
live
Raw
TV,
itself.
yeah.
My mom hated me watching wrestling.
Yes.
He's right.
The
He's
whole
right.
suck it thing and everything like that, my
Yeah.
mom hated
Yeah,
it. She
my mom
hated
don't want me to
it.
watch Raw.
I don't
or
want
any
you to
of that.
watch Raw. I
No.
don't want you to watch South Park. Those were the two things she didn't want me to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's right. It was a big deal.
Stick
I
with the
was-
Rugrats. Stick with Doug. Stick with this and that.
But you know what?
I was a little older than
But I
that,
watched
so I thought
wrestling
it was
anyway.
the way out of you
But
guys.
you know what? How much money did they make in that period?
Oh,
They made a
They
lot of
made so much. You want to know why? I'll tell you this
Because
right now.
you know why? Who's
My
spending?
next door neighbor ordered every pay-per-view. Whose house was I at every Sunday on a pay-per-view? His house. Watching that. The night after, watching Raw. We were watching Heat. We were watching whatever the fuck was on TV.
Saturday Night Heat, I missed that.
WWE has to realize
We were
that.
nuts.
we were
a
tuning
parent-
in to see what the set looked like.
We played with wrestling figures in our hallway.
Yeah, we did.
And people were complaining that we were making too much noise. Like,
Yeah,
come
I
on.
When you
guys.
hold WrestleMania in stadiums in California,
Shout out to Luke Schneider. My boy.
and you have people flying in all over the world, who do you think's flying in all over the world? Do you think a parent
Absolutely
and two kids
not.
are flying in from? No, not really. Maybe a few. No, the 20-something-year-old crowd. That is where you make the money.
That's what
That's
they
where the
said.
money is. They want to get the money from everywhere.
which is why
But
they're
they need to
advertising
focus
to
on
NXT.
getting
Yep.
the money. That's where the money
Well,
is.
the other thing I loved about the interview, if you don't mind me saying, it was when Stone Cold asked me the one question that I loved: "What would you change about Raw?" And Triple H goes, "The timing. No more
Thank
3
God.
hours.
Yes.
Go to
He said
2."
some other things
soon.
too. I think. Didn't he?
No, he really was
That
just
was the main
about the,
focus,
he was
2 hours.
really about the 2 hours. He's like, it's too hard to write a script.
It doesn't matter though.
For 3
They're in a
hours.
contract with USA, and they get all this money from all these extra commercials.
I know.
They're not going to give it up
And
now.
again, he went right to it and said,
I would,
"It's Vince's fault. Like, you know, this is on Vince. It's about the the."
but I feel like
advertising stuff."
the 3 hours thing is going to end relatively soon.
That's
I
what
hope
Stone
so.
Cold, Stone Cold
I
asked him. He
see-
goes, "Is it going to stop?" And he goes, "I don't know. That's up to Vince."
The other thing that he touched upon was more women's wrestling,
Yes.
Yes.
which listen, they don't have the strongest division right now,
But they have the
they
NXT
could
crew. They have them.
Exactly. No,
the
I said
strongest
before.
division.
I said before when Charlotte, when you said bring Charlotte up, I
Not
said they
just
could.
Charlotte, you
No,
have,
I'm saying like when you said bring someone up right now from
But-
NXT.
but you guys
I
have
agree.
Thank you.
Bayley.
That's the one. Oh,
Well, we can't go too much because then you're gonna have no. I mean, honestly, you have nothing for NXT, but like you need to slowly bring up them. But then, like, where you still have enough content on NXT division, like you can't just bring up Charlotte,
well,
Sasha Banks.
you bring up
and then,
two, and then you bring in another two to replace them.
Exactly, you bring in one or two
I
at a
have to be
time,
the guy.
and then
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Oh, boy.
that was the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's pretty awful thing to say.
Whatever.
I love you, but that's it.
Well, you guys were just jerking each other off with the divas.
We were, sorry.
Which doesn't sound that
I'll
bad,
put my
but
penis away.
Don't, please.
you guys are talking about the wrestling. Yeah, they have some divas that are wrestlers, but they usually get one, maybe two segments a night. They're not gonna. I know Triple H wants to see more divas.
No, time
but
out.
really-
Time out. Sorry. 1 or 2 segments a night, does that include them being managers to the Usos and fucking Cesaro?
All right,
and
one
Kane?
real segment, but they need to have more storylines.
That's what
I
No,
know.
he said it. He said it. It was
needs
a
to
we need
develop
better
more
story.
slowly and over time.
I know
storylines.
we love wrestling, but you don't. If you put Paige and Charlotte in the ring, it'll be a nice match, but you're not going to build a feud without any kind of storylines. The Divas storylines have been terrible for years.
That's
Forget
what
the
I'm saying.
wrestling.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care if
Paige
Brie
wins
Bella
the
is
title.
wrestling somebody
As in,
as if there's a
the
storyline.
late great Lance Storm once said,
He's
if
dead.
I could
Wait,
be,
the late
no,
great?
he's not. He's still
Okay,
alive.
thank you.
If I could be
still-
serious for a
I
minute,
was confused.
Shit.
He said like
entire,
that's
all right,
dead usually.
I'm sorry. I meant superstar.
Okay.
Late great WWE superstar. Anything besides the main event on has to have a storyline. A storyline.
storyline.
I said story mode, thinking it was a video game.
Yeah.
Storyline. The tag
The
team
Divas
championship.
storyline.
Listen, the tag team championship. What was the last greatest story mode you could think of? Story mode. I keep saying storyline you could think of for the tag team
What tag
championship.
team championship?
Boy.
Thank you. You proved my point right there.
This is a challenge. I really think.
Right there. It's done.
No, I would say Cody Rhodes and Goldust getting the belts versus the Shield at Battleground. That was about a year.
that was
and
actually
4
pretty
months
good,
ago.
yeah.
That was a while ago.
Okay.
that was a
It
year,
it
nearly a
was
year and a half
long time ago, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Name me another storyline that had to deal with the tag team titles.
Before or after?
After that.
Oh, after this, nothing.
No, nothing. 'Cause before that, it was pretty good. They had Team
Okay.
Hell No,
Well,
Rhodes
the
Scholars.
Wyatts,
exactly
the
that.
Wyatts and Usos wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad. It
But the
wasn't-
Wyatts never won
That-
the belts,
but
which
that-
was a
that- that-
tragedy.
But still,
That also
and
was-
that was tragic.
That
It was
really
still
wasn't
good
much of a
matches, though.
story either, though. It was just like, hey, here's the Wyatts against the Usos.
But they were
Okay.
So
great
beating
It was really no
matches, though.
story, I'm saying.
But they still had great
Let's backtrack
matches.
one
Well,
back.
no. He said story.
Story,
He said
story.
story, right?
Storyline.
Yeah, because the Rhodes brothers, they're getting the job back. The Shield was with the
Yeah,
Authority
that was
then.
a good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Okay. Divas title. When was the last time we had a great storyline for the Divas title?
Lita versus what's her name?
That's
Thank
too much
you.
there.
That's
No, it's pushing
That's
it.
too much.
I'm-
too long ago.
I'm just going with that. That's the last time
I mean, the
enjoyed it.
Paige wasn't that bad because
But
she came up from NXT and like
Paige versus AJ Lee.
But there
That
wasn't
was- that was
a
not
storyline. It
bad.
was like, you're
No,
new
but
here and
the-
you're
yeah.
getting the belt. It
Yeah,
was
but
like,
that was
I
still
mean,
though. It
but
was
if
still
you think about it,
new.
it's kind of the storyline.
That's not. It wasn't like
Because
a
she come up from
story. Build a
NXT.
story.
No, I'm honestly going Lita versus Trish.
I'm gonna go Trish Stratus versus Mickey James. A little newer.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Okay, that's actually
A little newer, but like few
Not
years.
much. Yeah,
Couple
not
years.
much. But
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I wasn't watching. During
And she
that,
was like the
but
obsessed
I
fan. They had
watched.
like a lesbian
Yeah.
kind of angle.
Yes.
And she
Yeah.
was
that was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, no, they've been.
like, I can't think of anything.
AJ and Paige.
AJ has been in great storylines, but not with other divas.
That's what I'm
They've all
saying.
involved CM
The
Punk.
WWE has to
Daniel Bryan, all that.
evaluate the whole undercard,
I agree with you.
and Triple H hit on that.
Which is why I love NXT because everyone's given pretty much proper due in it.
Yeah. I mean, I would say they should do a little bit more on promos NXT. That'd be one criticism. I know they
Yeah.
don't want to expose them because, they want
Well,
to let
they're
them go
learning.
slow
They're
with it.
learning.
They're learning. But, yeah, I would say
But Triple H admitted that. He's like, we want them to learn how to talk. We want them
And
to
that's
do
how
this.
Triple H says things should be.
Yeah.
The underground guys, the indie guys, when they come to WWE, they have to learn the WWE way.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
no,
true.
no.
But
What
he
I
went beyond
respected about Triple H was he didn't say the WWE way. He said the playbook. He goes,
What do you meant then?
No,
the WWE
no,
playbook.
No, he said he said, listen, they got some bad habits. They can keep some of them, but they can't be doing what they did 100% to that.
Yeah, I just didn't like that he insinuated that all indie wrestling was bad habits.
Yes,
I didn't like that.
I didn't like that, but I like the fact that he was like, we can deal with
You,
some of their stuff.
the best
But-
people of the past 5 years that have come out have come from the indies, if you think about it. All of them. So.
Yeah.
Promos being less scripted. What do you guys think of that?
I agree 100% because during the Attitude Era, that was what made
it's
it.
more like just
And Austin agreed. Austin was like,
I
yeah,
think
I
everyone-
come
I
in
think
and know.
everyone-
I'd rather they be like
improv.
not as whoa. I'd rather they not be as direct,
Right.
and maybe they take a left turn, and it's not to the script, and it might not be relevant, which is like a lot of the things we talk about in this show. But that's better. That's real.
Well, I mean, like, even Austin said it. He said it. Like, we'd go out there and they'd be like, oh, this guy's going to say this, and you're just going to go out there and
Yeah,
talk.
now it's like
And
we
you're like,
want you to
wait,
spend 5 minutes and do this
Yeah.
and say this, and when they time it out, and they're like,
It's
"Go."
two staged.
Yeah.
Two staged. Yeah.
It's
not
back in
real.
the
It's not real.
Yeah, in the Attitude Era, it was a real.
Even
kind of feeling.
I'm going to throw it out again. You listen to Dean Ambrose interview with Chris Jericho on his podcast. He even says like, they give us these scripted things, and we can't work around them. They want us to read us line for line, this and that. And sometimes Dean Ambrose
I still
goes,
find it hard to believe that when Ambrose came out, I didn't
No,
feel
Dean
like any
Ambrose
of that
goes
was scripted.
off it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they get mad at him, and but they were like,
It was good.
that was good. So
That's,
they have
that's a fine
leniency,
line, though.
and, like,
They don't have the freedom.
that's grabbing the brass ball, baby.
that's-
That's grabbing the brass ball.
That
you
they
go
mentioned
off.
100
The ball?
times.
Ring.
When did it turn to a ball?
That's
They
ring? Is that what it was? Ring,
They
ball,
filled the
whatever.
ring with
Who
balls.
You
fuck
think about
cares
balls.
You
anymore?
love balls, don't
think
you?
you-
Balls,
Think
balls,
about
balls.
balls.
Are you wearing
balls.
rings on your balls?
That's what, brass ring, whatever.
Get your balls.
That's grabbing
That's a
it.
stupid saying.
That's what Austin said. You challenge yourself. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, but-
you never said that. But
Yeah. I just...
Well, we went really long in this interview part. We were all
like, oh, it's gonna be shit.
Well,
we had a lot of.
This
points
is like
to hit.
this is like the overrun of the show,
Man, those who are listening live are probably gone by now.
Yeah, they fell asleep.
Yeah.
No,
Sleeping.
I'm kidding.
See you,
We
Errol.
love you.
Errol, good night.
Errol?
Was it Errol?
Who's Errol?
I don't know if he's.
I thought that was who's texted you.
No, he was asking about the mic.
Oh,
he wanted.
well, then there's no mic. Fuck you.
There's no mic.
Go back to sleep.
Go back to sleep now.
We're done with you.
But hey, I don't know. I think this.
It's a good vent.
I don't even know what to think anymore.
I don't know what your train of thought was on
Nah, I
that.
don't know where
I
you're going
lost
with this,
it
but
like mid sentence.
Mid beer that you're drinking right this second. Yeah. Okay.
All right, stop deep throwing it.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
You're like trying to deep throat the can over there.
Giggity.
Listen.
Giggity. There you go. He's done.
Stop.
This is where our female listeners stop listening.
female.
If they haven't,
We have female
I
listeners.
had one tonight.
Oh, we did have one. Okay.
We had one.
We did?
She was listening live.
Who?
No.
Was this?
If you like what you hear,
If it's your mom, it doesn't count.
Guys,
no.
I just got flipped off. If anyone's wondering.
No,
right, this is
if you
getting out of
guys
control.
do want to listen to us live, you listen to us at mixlr.com/under the ring.
yes.
That was a good.
I
Did
post
that
the
right?
link on
You guys-
Facebook also.
It's on our Facebook. It will be on our Twitter. We'll probably make an Instagram in the next 6 months.
Which one of you youngins know how to do an Instagram?
What? You're the only one here who doesn't have one, so
Yeah,
you
really.
should be the one running it.
The Gram.
We all have something.
I'm
to do.
old.
Yeah,
I don't know how
exactly.
to
The
work
gram.
I don't know how to work.
Grandpa.
I don't know how to
Just call
work
the
this.
Gram now, so just...
I don't know how to
Instagram
work
it.
this thing.
Like, hey, it's a new thing. We're testing it out. If you guys really want to listen to next week, we're without Vinny and Matt. Me and
Because-
Dan will be driving around town.
You know what? Because who doesn't like trying new things?
Yeah.
Except for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Blow, blow.
Damn, I'll drink to that.
I don't want-
Believe that.
I don't want to try that title reign.
That's a nice clank.
All right, yeah. So next week's going to be a bit of an adventure.
Next week's gonna be a fucking event.
We're going to be. Well, we don't know where we're going to be
We don't
coming
know.
to you from, but we'll be.
It's just gonna be
Live.
Dan, and you guys better listen
Uncut.
because it's gonna be a fucking show.
Whoa.
It's gonna be
A fucking show,
No,
not
no,
just
no,
a
no,
show.
you gotta-
A fucking-
all right,
Whoa, whoa,
listen,
whoa,
it's gonna
Authority porno?
let me retract and say it's gonna be a great show to listen to because me and Dan are just gonna.
Yeah.
F it in
We
the
may
air.
not run as long as
You're just gonna
It's-
fuck in
it's
the
not-
ass. You
it's-
just
it's-
admitted you're gonna fuck in the ass. Come on.
All right, enough of that.
It's not going to be a long show. It's
I'm not gonna
probably going to be
listen.
like you
I'm
don't
skipping.
listen to anything anyway. So.
No, he said it's like fucking each other. I said I'm not gonna listen then if it's gonna be like that.
Well, I mean, you never know who's into. No.
You never know who will pick up
Yeah.
in the car, who will jump in and
Yeah,
join the
you never
podcast.
know.
Wow.
You never
Special
know.
guests.
You never
We
know.
might have like fucking Mick Foley.
Yes.
We might drive all the way out
Yes.
to Syosset or wherever the fuck
Yes.
he's from. Mick
Ryder.
Foley,
Ryder
Ryder,
lives out in like
Merrick.
Merrick, yeah.
Ryder's in Merrick. We got Ryder. We got Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins wrestling
We
school
might-
for the
yeah,
helmet.
we can do it
Oh
live from
shit,
the
we can
school.
do that.
We can do it
Damn.
live from the wrestling
We
school.
have. You guys are missing so much next week.
Create a pro.
They're gonna
Hey.
say Taco Bell's parking lot.
With Kurt Hawkins in the back of the car.
Sitting in the back seat with a
Burrito.
40. No, that's illegal.
Oh man,
Sorry,
it's,
guys.
it's gonna be good. But thanks for listening. Thanks to Chucky Madness for our kick-ass theme song. You can follow me on Twitter at Chucky Madness with 2 E's instead of the Y, and you can follow
As
me on
always.
Facebook at the same. You can follow us on Facebook at Under the Ring Radio, the YouTube at Under the Ring Radio.
What is it? YouTube.
It just
The
I'm
YouTube,
just
the
asking.
Twitter.
It just sounds.
It's always the.
See that? It sounds just like that.
Okay.
It sounds right.
That, okay. Gotcha.
The YouTube at Under the Ring Radio. You can follow us at the Twitter at Under the Ring 1. And
Why
as-
the one?
No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
And as the great Stelios,
oh,
aka the CEO of Shred Core Company, which you can find in New Hyde, Franklin Square.
on
Sorry,
New Hyde
excuse
Park
me.
Road.
Franklin Square on New Hyde Park Road on Long Island. And you can follow
Promo.
him on the Twitter at Shred Core.
Is this a cheap McPhone?
If it ain't raw, it ain't right.
Okay.
Be good, guys.